Well, everyone is here minus Fester. Fester's up in Hershey, Pennsylvania, selling RVs for the rest of the week for some kind of gigantic, monstrous RV show. One of the two largest in the country. I guess the first one happens at the fairgrounds here once a year, and then the other one is up right off the Hershey Highway.
What's it called?
What?
What's the big event called?
I have no idea. RV Fest? I don't know.
RV Fest. I like that.
RV Fest.
And they get the Monster Jam guy to announce it?
The biggest RV show ever. Hershey, Pennsylvania. 4 days old.
Roxanne, can you do the voice?
4 or 5 days only. Rox, can you do the voice?
I can't do it that good.
Oh my gosh. Like a possessed. Wow.
Raymond James Stadium. Monster Jam. Presented by RV Fest.
It's called America's largest RV show.
Oh, that's clever.
Well, I don't know if that's accurate because I thought America's largest RV fest was at the
Florida State Fairgrounds. RV Palooza.
That's a good idea. RV Palooza.
So I'm driving in this morning, right? I'm on the Howard Frankland Bridge. And I'm still amazed the number of people that call that like the Ben Franklin Bridge, like the Howard Franklin. It's amazing how many people think it's Franklin. Howard Franklin. No, it's the Howard Frankland Bridge.
Do they think that, or do they just get lazy and not say the D?
I didn't know that. It's not Franklin, as in Ben Franklin. It's Frankland, as in a land of Franks. Are you kidding me? Or is that a joke?
No, are you joking me?
No, it's not Frankland. Is it?
Yes, it is.
It's not. It's really not Frankland. It's not like Candyland.
I'm over enunciating.
It's Frankland.
I realize that I'm over enunciating because so many people mispronounce it and call it Franklin, Lin, instead of Land, Franklin.
Wow.
I'm just over enunciating, and here I'm talking about the morons that mispronounce it and they live in the market for their whole lives. And I got Froggy right next to me here claiming that he didn't know it was the Howard Franklin.
Is it by the Becky Campbell Causeway?
All right, will you stop it? You're yanking my chain is what you're doing.
It's Courtney.
So I'm driving in this morning and I see a Lincoln Town car like from the mid-2000s, just like Fester's. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, did someone steal his car out of the parking garage at Tampa International Airport?
Who would do that?
Ooh.
You know, that happens. I don't know when the last time it happened, but I remember over the years hearing about, cars that were stolen from the parking garage. I don't know when the last time that happened. Yeah, Andrew.
You have to pay a toll to get out of that parking garage, correct?
Yeah, but
how much would you pay to take that car?
You just drive out. If you gotta listen.
Well, the Sun Pass.
If you're gonna steal a car, you're not gonna have a problem driving out of the lane without paying for the parking.
Yeah. It's like Fargo when he's trying to
Would
pull
that
up.
be your first choice of cars, though?
Listen, I've seen very expensive cars parked in the parking garage at Tampa International. I saw some hideous two-tone Maybach one time. It parked like in a regular spot, like a $350,000 Maybach. What, you couldn't get a ride to the airport? You couldn't get a car service? You couldn't hire some limo company to take you? Seriously,
you're not flying out of the executive center?
Well, that's another good point. Why weren't you flying out of one of the private terminals? What was it, Signature, and what's the other one now? I forget. There are two different ones over there. Two different FOBs, the private plane ones. So I've seen all kinds of expensive cars sitting in the parking garage at Tampa. And hey, you know what I saw? I was flipping through the news last night, and there's a couple that was moving from St. Louis to Tampa Bay, and their 26-foot U-Haul, which is the biggest U-Haul you can rent.
Oh, no.
Their 26-foot U-Haul was ripped off out of like a Holiday Inn parking lot in Clearwater. Every single item that they owned was stolen, or as some people would say, stoled.
Stole land?
Yeah,
L-A-N-D?
Same people that call it the Howard Franklin. Yeah, it was stoled. Yeah, someone stole it.
Someone done stole it.
Somebody stole it. No, but terrible. Hey, do me a favor.
A thief stole it.
Could you look up the story quickly, find it, and I want to give the details when we get back, because if anyone can find this U-Haul Yeah, the contents of this family's lives might still be intact, or who the hell knows what happened.
What kind of art of what state is on the side of it? Does it say like Utah? And then
It was Missouri.
Ooh.
So they actually moved from St. Louis, Missouri, and it was a Missouri-themed U-Haul. And if you know U-Haul trucks, they feature usually a state with some kind of depiction of some type of artwork. All right, you got the story?
I do.
All right, hold on to the story because I want to take the break here. I don't want to get too late. I want to stay on time this morning. So let me take a quick break, but I feel terrible for this family whose U-Haul with all of their personal possessions, everything they own was in this U-Haul, and some jackwagon, some miserable son of a disgusting human being stole their U-Haul in the middle of the night. All right, hold on to that thought. I want to get the details on that next. First at 6:07, let's grab traffic. I got Pat. Q105, hey, MJ here with Roxanne. Froggy back from his terrible travels. I guess we'll get into that later on. I don't know why the hell you were just screaming at a gate agent like it's his fault your flight was delayed. I mean, you were drunk or something at the airport.
I wasn't. I wanted to be.
Hold on. There's only one explanation for your behavior. We'll get into hold on.
I would tell you if I was drunk.
We'll get into it later on here on the MJ Morning Show, but Froggy's here. Fester is out for a couple of days while he's at the biggest RV sale or whatever up in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So moments ago, do you have the business owner on hold, Andrew? Is that what the call is? All right, so hold on a minute because someone's calling in on this already. I was mentioning, how did it come up? How did I mention the U-Haul and the stolen goods? What was
what was the catalyst?
Yeah, I don't remember. What was it?
What was the big word that we used?
Oh, I know. It was because we were talking about people stealing cars at airports.
Ah, there we go. Yeah. So I'm flipping through the news channels last night, and there was a story about this family that moved from St. Louis to the Tampa Bay area, and their U-Haul was stolen. 26-foot U-Haul. That's the largest U-Haul you can rent. And they had it parked in a local hotel parking lot, and the damn thing was stolen. Yeah, I found the story online, and it came from Fox locally. A couple moving from St. Louis to Tampa, desperate to find their U-Haul. Deputies said it was stolen from a hotel in Clearwater, and every single thing that they owned was inside that truck.
Actually, it's just the Holiday Inn right on Ulmerton Road.
Yeah, so it was the Holiday Inn in Clearwater on Ulmerton. Stan Brown and his wife were moving into a new house in Riverview, but I guess the house was not ready to move into, so they needed to stay in a hotel for a couple of days.
Like a snowbird apartment.
He said, no, I think they're moving here full time. It's not a snowbird deal.
No,
they got all their stuff stolen.
Yeah.
It says they stayed at their snowbird apartment and paid to park the truck in the parking lot at the Holiday Inn. I'm not just like chirping bird stuff over here.
Well, no, thank you. I appreciate
In your
it.
face, dude. She got you. Roxanne, high five. Woo! I love it.
Well, because I just saw, I was flipping through the channels and I caught just a glimpse of the story, and I just printed out the story and I haven't gotten there yet. I don't have the whole story. This spontaneously came up. I didn't even know if I was going to speak about this morning, but we're talking about cars getting stolen out of the parking garage at the airport, and I know that that's happened in the past. I don't know if it's a problem these days. But then I said, hey, and I saw a story on the news about some family that had their U-Haul stolen. So that's how this came up. It was a spontaneous deal that during the commercial break, I just went online and I found the story on Fox, and I haven't gotten to all the details yet because I didn't see the whole story. Stan Brown and his wife just moved into their new house in Riverview, but it hardly feels like home. All of our furniture, all of our kitchenware, all of our clothes, everything. They packed their belongings into a U-Haul truck, drove it down from St. Louis to Tampa at the end of August. They couldn't move into the new home until September 4th. So, man, it took a long time for this story to get into the news. So they stayed at their Okay, here we go. Thank you. All right. They stayed at their snowbird apartment and paid to park the truck in the parking lot of the Holiday Inn on Ulmerton Road. On Sunday, September 4th, when they went to retrieve the truck, stolen, gone. Man, that's got to be terrible.
Ugh.
Yeah, they say they believe the truck was stolen sometime between Saturday night and Sunday morning. No surveillance cameras were in the parking lot aimed in that general direction, so they don't have anything. So now the cops are looking for any tips or help. Anyone know of a U-Haul truck, a big 26-footer with the state of Missouri featured on the side that has just been dumped or parked somewhere? Hopefully, I mean, the worst case scenario is the truck was stolen and then the back was opened up and then they just ripped everything off, stole everything, sold it off, whatever, or used stuff. But the issue is that the family's, I guess, heirlooms and all of their memories. So I guess they had, I'm sure, pictures and video mementos.
Oh, no, or photo albums.
Well, yeah, they said all of their kitchen stuff was stolen, like I'm sure pots and pans and silverware. That can be replaced. But if you've got pictures and photos and videos, that is irreplaceable. You can't replace that stuff.
MJ, I have a question about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if I had a thief mind and I was into the U-Haul stealing business, wouldn't you stop by places like this, hotels, looking for them? Is it almost a better idea that they didn't park it at the Holiday Inn and they parked it at the Snowbird apartment?
It probably would have been better if they just parked it at but it's a 26-foot U-Haul.
And it doesn't matter. And you take the risk.
And I think they had a car trailer, or they had a trailer attached to the back, so it was even longer. It's probably another 10 feet. So this is a big, long truck that they were driving, 26-foot long, featuring, it's Minnesota. I said Missouri.
Minnesota?
Yeah, Minnesota. Correction. Minnesota was the featured state on the side of the U-Haul.
You were confused because they drove it from St. Louis to Tampa.
There we go. So it was a Minnesota, and it's a picture of a Viking ship.
And Jesse the Body Ventura.
No, there's no Jesse Ventura on this thing. So the featured state on the U-Haul was Minnesota.
Wow.
And a Viking ship, and the license plate number JH4651F. That was the registration number. I don't know if that's the license number, but I'll tell you what, all U-Haul license plate numbers are Arizona. So if you see a U-Haul, all license plates for U-Hauls are Arizona, because that's what their corporate headquarters are. So the registration number of the truck was JH-4651-F. So I guess that's not the license, that's the registration number. And they're just looking for any tips. Cops just are looking for anything. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office, they're on the case, and if anyone has any details, the fact that it was ripped off on September 4th, though, and here we're at September 14th.
10 days later.
Yeah, 10. I mean, that, I don't know if that bodes well that
it's like first 48. I mean, are we going to find a body? I don't know.
First 48, what are you, some kind of a crime drama on A&E? What are you?
Yeah, that's this, if you don't figure out who done it in the first 48 hours.
That's why I said it. Wasn't there a TV show called The First 48?
Yes.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah.
So good.
All right, so I feel bad for Stan Brown. All right, hold on, we got the calls rolling on this. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Morning, Jim speaking.
Hey, Jim, MJ, and Roxanne, and Froggy, MJ Morning Show. What's up?
Hey, good morning, guys. Just real quick about that family that had all their stuff taken from them. That's no good, man. So here's what I want to do. I own two businesses in Clearwater. One is a wildlife removal company, and the other one is a huge thrift store. Can I say the name of the thrift store?
Yeah, absolutely.
Semper Fidelis Thrift in Largo.
Semper Fidelis. So you're a Marine.
Hoorah!
There you go.
Yes, sir. So what I would like to do is this. That family that had the U-Haul stolen, I would like for them to bring, I guess, maybe another truck, if they could, if that's a possibility, to my shop. We want to fill it up for them. We want to fill it up with everything we got, anything we can give them. You name it, furniture, household goods, kitchen, whatever they need is theirs.
Wow.
That is phenomenal. What is your first name?
Jim.
All right, Jim, I'll tell you what. I'm going to put you on hold so we can get your contact information, and we will get a hold of the reporter from Fox 13, Jordan Bowen. Jordan Bowen did the story on Fox 13. So I'll get a hold of him through our friends at Fox, and then we'll put everyone together here, Jim. And that is tremendous. So it's the Semper Fidelis thrift store. And where's the thrift store located?
It's on 12654 Starkey Road in Largo.
Okay, Starkey. And then what's the name of your wildlife removal service? Give that a plug as well.
World-class wildlife removal and rodent remediation company, Clearwater.
Well, there you go. Jim, that's a hell of a gesture there, man. And I'm going to put you on hold. Andrew, our producer, is going to get all your information. And then I'm going to put everyone together here and maybe try to get Stan Brown on the show and get this whole thing figured out.
And Jim, thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And you're very welcome. Anytime. Love it. Love every second of it. And one other thing before I go, if the family comes and they can't find enough stuff in our store per se, then we'll take them to each and every one of our 5 warehouses until they find what they need.
Wow.
Holy moly. Jim,
you're an angel. You're an angel, sir.
Jim, this is tremendous. Look, Semper Fi, got a Marine calling in here. with help for the family that had their U-Haul with every bit of stuff stolen. Hey, Jim, hold on. We're going to get your information, all right?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Thanks, Jim.
Andrew, pick up line 4, get all of Jim's info, and then I'll make an attempt now to get a hold of this Jordan Bowen, reporter for Fox 13, and get everyone together, and I'll try to get Stan Brown on the phone. Maybe we can do that later this morning, but just an awful story. We're not going to be able to replace their family heirlooms or all of the memories unless the truck is found.
Yeah, let's hope that.
But at least we can try to get them back on their feet since everything was taken.
Oof.
So, all right, hold on to that thought. And we'll try to get a hold of the Fox 13 dude here in a few minutes. All right, I got a big pile of early morons in the news next. And I'm sure you're going to get texts on this. I'm sure we'll get emails rolling in. If anyone has a tip, call us with a tip. If anyone sees a 26-foot U-Haul truck with the Minnesota Viking ship on the side, give us a call, 800-990-1047. It was ripped off out of the Holiday Inn parking lot about 10 days ago in Clearwater on Ulmerton Road. So if anyone spots an abandoned U-Haul that has Minnesota on the side with an old Viking ship depiction, give us a buzz, 800-990-1047, or give me an email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. All right, let's do early morons of the news next here on the MJ Morning Show. First, I want to tell you about my friends Steve and Elizabeth. All right, who is ready for the morons in the news? All right, 6:35. It is the MJ Morning Show. All right, MJ and the crew here, and I've got the early morons. Let's go. So I've got a woman here in Florida by the name of Tupac Shakur. Yeah, Andrew, I just saw Andrew. You just mouthed, what? Yes, a woman, not a guy. And yeah, Tupac is still dead. A Florida woman named Tupac Shakur has been charged with beating a guy with a baseball bat. Unbelievable. Let me share this with you. A Florida woman named Tupac Shakur. She has a middle name. Yeah, I swear. Florida woman, Tupac Amaru Shakur. Now, by any chance, was Tupac's, was his middle name
Amari?
Amaru.
Let me look.
Amaru. Yeah. So this Florida woman named Tupac Shakur with the middle name of Amaru was arrested for allegedly beating the crap out of a guy with a baseball bat.
Wow.
While he sat on a bench outside of a hospital.
That's a Tupac Shakur move.
Oh my God. What is up with this?
Oh my gosh. Tupac's full name, Tupac Amaru Shakur.
Are you kidding me?
Right there.
Get out of here. Hang on a minute. Hang on.
Read it.
I'm sorry.
It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
Oh, it's on the internets. You're right. It's on the internets. Yeah, in this picture, he looks like Charlemagne the God. Now, look at that.
Charlemagne's handsome.
Tupac Amaru Shakur, also known as the number 2 PAC. I wonder if his favorite game was Tupac Man. What do you think? All right, so, yeah, his middle name was... This woman has adopted the entire name of the now deceased rapper Tupac Shakur. What was it? He was. I'm trying to. I confused Tupac.
I know everything about Tupac. I just saw a documentary on him. Ask me.
Where was he killed? Was he killed in Vegas, or was he the one killed outside of a recording studio in New York?
No clue.
Or was that Biggie? Wait a minute.
No idea.
No, you just said you knew everything.
He was killed in California,
He was killed in Vegas, after the Mike Tyson fight.
Are you sure? Because I remember one of the rappers. Where was Biggie Smalls murdered? Was that outside of a recording studio in Brooklyn or something?
Let's see. That sounds more accurate.
I don't know nothing about Biggie Smalls.
East Coast, West Coast. So
That's
yes,
right.
East Coast was Biggie.
That's right. Okay.
And Tupac is West Coast.
Hang on. I'm on Wikipedia now because Froggy just handed me his phone. Tupac Amaru Shakur, born Lasagne Parish, Crooks, on June 16, 1971, until September 13, 1996. Oh, my God. Yesterday was the anniversary of his death back in 1996.
That's why that documentary was on.
American rapper. He's widely considered one of the most influential rappers of all time.
So keep your head up.
Shakur is among the best-selling music artists, having sold more than 75 million records. My God, could the type on your little iPhone here get any smaller?
So keep your head up. I mean, do we have any Tupac? Keep your head up's great.
Okay,
you know what?
If the best Tupac song?
Wait, stop. If we play any music, then our MJTV,
really?
Yeah, our MJTV replay gets flagged for like a licensing violation. Like last Friday's entire video was taken down from YouTube because we had like a little snip of the end of Bon Jovi because of a Fester story.
Well, let me sing some Tupac then. So keep your head up.
Oh, I got one. It might be too early for this, but this is How Do You Want It? And I don't know why, but I know all the words.
Oh, no.
It's a little bit less, it's not as popular as some of his others, but let me see. I love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got it, wanting it so bad, about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can even lie about it, baby, just alleviate your clothes. I can go on and on all morning.
Oh, my God. What are you doing?
I can go.
Okay, take that, please.
Andrew, isolate that, please.
We have a new Roxanne song coming up.
Yeah. Isolate that sucker, please.
What?
Hang on, let me bring up.
I know the whole song. I don't know why. It's just stuck
Hold on,
in my
before
head.
I get back to Tupac beating some guy over the head with a baseball bat at a Florida hospital. Hold on. Let me find his death.
Yes.
If we can't play music anymore.
He was with Suge Knight when he got shot in a car.
Right. he was like a BMW 7.
Yes.
He was in a 7 Series. Hang on a minute. I remember that. I just forget.
You remember the?
I remember he was in a BMW like 750.
Yeah.
It was the longer one. It was like a 750 IL.
It was long.
If I'm not mistaken. All right, hold on a minute. So I'm on Wikipedia. On the night of September 7th, 1996, Shakur was in Las Vegas, Nevada to celebrate his business partner Tracy Danielle Robinson's birthday and attended the Bruce Seldon versus Mike Tyson boxing match with Suge Knight at the MGM Grand. Afterward, in the lobby, someone in their group spotted Orlando Baby Lane Anderson, an alleged Southside Compton Crip.
Then they jumped him.
Whom the individual accused of having recently tried to snatch his neck chain with a Death Row Records medallion in a shopping mall. The hotel surveillance footage shows the ensuing assault on Anderson. Shakur soon stopped by his hotel room and then headed with Knight
to the club,
to his Death Row nightclub.
Yep.
662 in a black BMW 750 IL. That's
what you knew. That's the only detail you knew.
I remembered that whoever the rapper was that was shot was in a BMW 750 IL.
Suge Knight took a shot to the head, and he was like, "Oh my God, is everything okay?" The guy got shot in the head.
We had misinformation on Notorious B.I.G.
Oh no,
it was not New York. He was killed in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah. His vehicle was also. He was in an SUV. He was like in a Chevy, like a Tahoe or Suburban, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, green one, I believe.
And he was. Am I right? I think it was.
I think so.
He was killed near Wilshire Boulevard in Fairfax.
Wilshire and Fairfax. Yeah,
so
right along the Miracle Mile in Los Angeles, California, 90036, right down the street from CBS Television City in Hollywood, where they video what?
Biggie's murder?
No, The Price is Right.
Oh, thanks.
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Drive-By is Right.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
Biggie, get out of here. It's the West Coast.
Tell you what, that's a fitting noise right there. My God.
So, give it to me. How right was I about how Tupac died? 100%.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, 100%. You're right.
Thank you.
And they never found who shot and killed Tupac, right?
Never. It's
Here's your phone back.
History's mystery.
By the way, I just canceled a whole bunch of shelving orders from the show.
Oh, no!
New York City Run DMC guy was killed there.
All right. We're just going to go down. I mean, it's very sad.
Like it's outside of like a recording studio door or something.
That's what you may be.
Now, who is that? That was a Run DMC guy? Which one was that?
I remember when Burt Bacharach went to the West Coast, and he got shot at immediately. He was like, I'm out of here. I'm going back.
Jason Mizzle?
Who? Jason Foshizzle?
Skrizzle?
Skrizzle Foshizzle? Was that who it was?
Are you sure, Shizzle?
Unbelievable. All right, so hey, let me get back to the Tupac Shakur story here in Florida.
Go ahead.
So it's news all by itself that there's a woman in Florida named Tupac Shakur, and she bashed a guy over the head with a baseball bat while he was on a bench outside of a hospital. Well, I guess the guy at least was at a hospital after getting cracked over the head with a baseball bat. 34-year-old woman who shares the exact name with the iconic California rapper appeared before a Miami-Dade County judge exactly 26 years after the artist was fatally shot in Las Vegas. This is unbelievable. So this is nuts. Shakur, the accused criminal, allegedly hit the man several times with a baseball bat outside of a Hialeah hospital around 11:30 a.m. last Tuesday, according to an affidavit which was received by Channel 10 down there, WPLG. Not to be confused with WPLJ, formerly 95.5 FM in New York City, of which I was an employee for a couple of years.
Yeah, Humpy.
Yeah, thanks. The man ripped the bat away from Shakur and ran into the hospital. She then follows the guy into the hospital and claimed that she was the one who was being attacked with the bat. What if she said, bat her up?
You know, if I'm going to change my name completely to a rapper's name, are we not going Old Dirty Bastard? I mean, come on. You got to go deep.
What is that? ODB.
Yeah.
ODB, man.
No. What is going ODB? What is going Old Dirty Bastard?
What does that mean?
No, he said you got to
Dying
go
on
deep.
crack?
Hold on. What you're saying? If you change your, what are you saying?
That woman wanted to change her name to a rapper's name.
Oh, so
Tupac.
Yes.
I got you.
So, if
it's,
I'm going to change my
go
name,
for it.
oh, you're going to change your name to ODB,
Maybe.
or Old Dirty Bastard, and he was connected to Wu-Tang Clan, right?
That's right.
Did you say that?
Maybe I'll change my name to RZA.
Who the hell's that?
He's also in the Wu-Tang.
Oh, okay. The victim told police that he recognized Tupac Shakur, who is homeless and lives in the area.
That's the weirdest sentence ever.
What is the weirdest sentence
You
ever?
recognize Tupac Shakur,
Yes.
okay? Who's homeless?
Who's homeless and lives in the area,
Oh.
because I guess there were several other prior incidents at the hospital. He suffered from injuries to the face, the upper lip, the right arm, right hand, right leg,
Jeez.
and he refused to go to the hospital. Wait a minute. That's not true. He ran into the hospital. How did he refuse to go to the hospital?
What are they talking about?
He went to the hospital. Now, he might have refused to get treatment in the hospital, but he went to the hospital because the damn story says after the attack with the bat, after he got clonked over the head, which is much better than getting shot with a MAC-10. You know,
He went to the hospital.
He did go to the hospital. He didn't get treated at the hospital. That's because, the rates are so damn high, $15 aspirins, you know the deal. After reviewing security footage, the cops located Tupac Shakur, who has risen in Hialeah, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. She told officers that she had been investigating an incident that occurred at the library downtown. Oh, yeah, okay. Sounds like she's playing with a full deck. Anyway, Shakur was taken to the correctional center down in Miami-Dade, charged with aggravated battery. Actually, that would be aggravated battery on a person 65 or older. So the dude that got smacked over the head,
Oh, no.
he was 65 or older. So
Uh-oh.
that
Elder abuse.
It gets escalated.
Ow, stop hitting me, Tupac.
It's on the escalator.
Mm-hmm.
It gets escalated because of abuse on an elderly person. Like if you try to scam an elderly person in the state of Florida,
Ooh, big time problem.
if you try to wambookie an older person, or if you try to take advantage of them, there are enhanced charges.
that's financial elder abuse.
Yeah. Well, anything, whether it's a physical abuse or whether it is a white-collar crime or something, if you go after an elderly individual and you scam them, there are enhanced charges because of, Florida's, hey, God's waiting room, is that what they say? So, we have enhanced laws to take care of the elderly.
Good.
MJ, there are people who believe Tupac is still alive.
Oh, I know. That's
Now, are we sure this isn't Tupac? Maybe, he is dressed as a woman?
So, wait a minute. Identifying with a new set of pronouns? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. I don't know how to say it.
In deep disguise, yeah.
Nah,
You never know.
Nah, this looks like an original female here.
Okay. Adam's apple?
I'm thinking that this Tupac has the V and not the P. That's
That's an official statement from MJ.
roll it with the V and not the P.
Oh, I see a new shirt coming.
That's a good lyric for a rap song. Hey, we are getting bombarded with facts about East Coast, West Coast rapper murders.
Oh, great.
And
Okay.
I almost feel like it's a battle. Like they're the East Coast supporters and the West Coast supporters.
So you're getting wailed with texts?
Yes.
You're getting hit like you're over the head with a bat? All right. So give me some details from texters on East Coast, West Coast rap battles.
Well, Tupac was shot outside the studio where Biggie was recording, setting off the East Coast, West Coast.
All right. So that's why I thought Biggie. That's why I confused Biggie.
Yes.
But Biggie was taken out. He was driving like an SUV, like in Compton or something, or South Central.
Right. And then I referenced Jason Mizzle of Run DMC, and I was not being clear. That was actually Jam Master Jay.
Oh, Jam Master Jay.
Yes.
Oh. So not Jason Mizzle for shizzle.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. And Skrizzle.
Thanks for being so shizzle about that.
Anything else?
I mean, we could keep this going for another segment if you want to.
No,
but
that's okay.
Oh, we should do it every day. Roxanne gangster old 90s news. West Coast, East Coast.
Hey, Andrew, did you pull Roxanne rapping yet? Do you have that?
Please. Give me that.
How long is that going to take to pull that audio? Oh, okay.
I need to find a beat for it.
Yeah, we need to put that behind a beat.
It's a great song. Obviously, I didn't execute it like.
No, you
how do you want it?
you sounded like Salt and Pepper.
My God. All right. Well, that's early morons in the news. And we spent a long time on that one.
That was a fun one.
I still have a bunch of them here. Oh, Oh, I got a story that takes. I got one of the morons in the news that I got to do. This is actually my favorite one. This takes some balls. All right, this takes some serious cojones. You're not going to believe what a guy did. There's a theft involved and then a sale involved. You're not going to believe this story. All right, hold on. First up, the minute we get back, you got to hear what a guy did. I'll tell you right now, it involves Walmart. All right? Next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Stand by. Listen, you lost 35 seconds of the romantics and talking in your sleep. Those are 35 seconds you'll never get back. All right, so the additional morons in the news story here that I think this is a tremendous story. This just exemplifies a moron in the news. Oh, and Andrew, we got to get this guy's mugshot up on our website. We got to get this up. Listen to this. This is out of Knoxville, Tennessee. By the way, anybody that you know from a Vol, they say Vol. They don't say Ville. Like you don't say Knoxville.
Like Louisville?
Yeah, you don't say it's Louisville.
Louisville.
It's Louisville. And almost like the end of the word is Vull, Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
So Knoxville. So anyone, I know people from Louisville. I know people from Knoxville and Nashville. I mean, you don't say the Ville like, yes, up in Knoxville. Well, this happened in Knoxville, Tennessee.
You ever had the pancakes at Vulgen?
What?
Vulgen?
Dude, that doesn't work.
Vulgins.
Yeah, I'm not using the Ville. Village Inn. We thought it doesn't work.
Dude, because that's the beginning. It's village. It's not village.
That's the
Yeah.
joke.
It's not a village. It's a
Can't-
village.
Can't not be used at the beginning?
It's
Shorten
the
it.
end.
They have the best bacon at Vulgen.
It's what are you saying? All right, so let's go to Tennessee. Tennessee. All right, this is crazy, and this guy's mugshot just seals the deal on this. A man in Tennessee is accused of stealing television sets inside of Walmart and then going out to the parking lot and selling them to people in the parking lot.
That's double dipping.
Oh, my God.
In your face, double
Listen,
dipping. Like,
first of all, don't rip off Walmart. Don't. And this happens all the time. You would not believe this stuff. And we've had tons of stories. And I'm sure we could probably get like a Walmart loss prevention employee. We could probably get him to call up. And the crap that people try to steal. They will steal anything and everything. Walmart, they've seen it all at Walmart. They've seen all at Walmart. So this guy was stealing those big rectangular boxes of flat panel TVs, ripping them off, stealing them from the store, and then selling them in the parking lot, according to a local police report. So officers responded to a Walmart in Knoxville around 9 o'clock on Saturday night and found Donald Kirkland. Oh, man.
What?
He ought to be stealing TVs from Costco.
Stick to your brand,
Oh,
buddy.
my God. Kirkland's a great brand.
It is.
Oh, yeah, Kirkland TVs. They're incredible. You got the Sony, you got the Samsung, you got the Vizio.
If his last name was Walton, this would be amazing.
And then you got the Kirkland. So this dude is named Kirkland, and he's ripping off TVs from Walmart. Police said that Kirkland ran from officers but was eventually tackled and taken into custody.
Nice.
Kirkland told the officers that he had stolen three TVs, a karaoke machine, and camping equipment from Walmart, and he was selling the stuff in the Walmart parking lot. Dude, listen, I don't want to give away any, like, thievery tips, but if you're going to rip off a store, you don't just walk, like, 50 yards into the parking lot and sell the stuff you ripped off from the store there. You take it away.
But gas is expensive now.
You sell it
so
somewhere.
you just want to be close and not spend money traveling.
Listen, I don't condone theft. I'm not trying to give any tips, but you don't rip off Walmart and then sell the crap you just shoplifted in the parking lot just feet from the front door.
Hey, sometimes you want to unload stuff quickly. Like it's hot. It's a hot item. Get rid of it.
What kind of moron are you?
He's the worst thief ever. He's going through the trouble of stealing the biggest items possible, and then he's just going to walk outside and sell them. Go to another parking lot.
So Knoxville police had to write this story up on like the biggest moron that I'm sure they've arrested in quite a while. Rips off Walmart. What'd I say? TVs, camping equipment, a karaoke machine.
Just a party, it sounds like.
Yeah, have you seen those little like home karaoke machines?
Seen them. I have one. Mine has a smoke machine.
You know, it's like this rectangular chunk.
Yeah.
And they give you these cheap ass microphones. You know what we ought to do?
We have one.
Oh, you know what we ought to do?
Yeah.
Oh, we ought to get the engineers here. Let's get cheap karaoke microphones, have them hook them up in here, and let's do the whole show on a cheap-sounding karaoke microphone and see what it sounds like.
Sounds like the worst idea.
It's the MJ Buddy Show. Hello, everybody. And, how you guys doing?
No, I don't want to do that. I like this microphone.
Yeah, a Walmart manager corroborated the story and told the cops that this individual, Kirkland, was I guess loading television sets into a shopping cart in the store and just wheeling them out.
You can't do that anywhere, especially Walmart. They're on it.
Yeah, charged with theft of merchandise. You got to be kidding me.
So if you took all that stuff to a pawn shop and dumped it real quick and sold it, would they investigate? Would they be like, karaoke machine?
Yeah.
What is all
Listen,
this?
if you go to a pawn shop and you show up with like brand new boxes.
Oh my God, yeah, that's...
Hey, listen, I know a guy that owns a pawn shop. You want to know? I'm going to call him up.
Call him up. Is this the guy that tested my tooth?
What?
Oh, yeah, you did get your tooth.
Remember I went to the pawn shop and he tested my gold tooth? Is that? Because I know
Was
that pawn shop guy.
Was it Scott? Or no, was it Fester's friend?
Maybe it was Fester's
Can't
guy.
remember. Hang on a minute. Let me buzz up Scott.
And just ask him, say, hey, I roll in with 5 TVs in the boxes, karaoke machine, and a full outdoor tent set.
Yeah.
What? No questions asked?
Hang on. Scott owns West Coast Pawn and Gun in Lakeland. Let me. I don't even know if he's going to pick up, but I'll try. Hang on a minute.
Pawn shop guys are always awake.
86366. All right, hang on. Hey, it's going to ring here, Andrew. Pick it up. See
Your
if...
call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Son of a bitch. All right.
There goes that.
Got that down.
Glad I could help.
Well, I guess I'm not going to get a hold of my buddy Scott, the pawn shop owner out in Lakeland.
If you're a pawn shop guy, you feel free to call in and let us know because...
All right, there you go. If you own a pawn shop, buzz us up right now. 800. I'm going to give out my cell number. All right. So
813-310-8444.
No,
I just wanted to say it.
You want people to text Fester right now while he's at the RV show up in Pennsylvania?
He's probably setting up right now.
Text him, say, wake up, get to work, big man.
Text Fester and tell him you want to come see him at 10 a.m. to buy an RV.
There you go.
And you got $200,000 burning a hole in your pocket. What do you have for $200,000?
Let's talk.
What's Fester's cell number?
813-310-8444. Let's get him up. He's probably going to sleep late.
So Fester is not here because he's at an RV show for General RV up in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for an RV, text Fester right now.
813-310-8444.
What was that, please?
813-310-8444.
I'm sorry, that was a little too fast. What's Tester's
What's his
number?
If you want to sext him?
Yeah, if you want to sext him, what's his number?
Ooh, that number is 813-310-8444. Okay, wake him up. Say good morning. Say good luck in sales today.
All right, so if anyone owns a pawn shop, what happens if someone just pulls up with a whole bunch of like brand new TVs in a box? What do you do? All right, 800-990-1047. That's our number. 800-990-1047. Yes, Andrew.
I have Dwayne on hold. He called us before. He was the one who used to rip off Walmarts.
Wait
now this is better than a pawn shop owner.
All right, answer. Oh, you can hear the phones are ringing in the booth.
Oh, wow.
Answer all the calls. Wait, so Dwayne is back
We
with us.
need to do a disclaimer. We don't condone.
No, we don't, but Dwayne called us before and something about shoplifting. Hey, Dwayne, what did you call us about last time?
I was thinking about how easy it was to rip off Walmart.
All right. Now, hey, Dwayne, do me a favor. Could you get on a regular phone instead of the hands-free? It's a little tough to hear you.
Yeah, hold on just a second.
Yeah, just move it over to regular talk and drive a little more unsafely for just a few minutes while you're on the MJ Morning Show for quality purposes. This call might be recorded for quality assurance purposes. Dwayne, are you there? My God, how long does it take to go off hands-free? Dwayne, are you there?
Could you steal some good cell service?
Yeah.
My God. Hello, Dwayne?
Dwayne, are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, Dwayne, there you go. All right, so Dwayne, you're calling back in. You had called us previously because you were arrested for ripping off Walmart, right?
Right.
And did you serve time for that?
Yes.
All right. How much time did you serve for ripping off Walmart?
Well, I had a 5-year sentence.
And
They called it for breaking and entering. They watched me do it a couple times to get away with it so they could prove that I went inside the store with the intentions of committing a crime That way they just didn't get me with little petty shoplifting.
And then how much total merchandise had you previously ripped off from Walmart?
Oh, thousands upon thousands.
Oh, my God.
All right. I traveled across the United States.
Rip it off Walmart.
Yeah.
So
He was a pro.
if you were to estimate what was the dollar value of about how much you ripped off from Walmart?
Easily a couple 100,000.
Oh, my God. And was it just Walmart, or did you hit other places as well?
No, it was just Walmart. Walmart has a little flaw in their system that makes it easy.
Oh, jeez.
No, okay.
All right, Dwayne, you're calling in reference to this guy in Knoxville, Tennessee, that, can you believe the guy stole TVs and a karaoke machine and was selling the stuff in the parking lot?
Selling in the parking lot's pretty stupid, but stealing is pretty easy.
Wait a minute.
No, we're not gonna let
God.
you can't say that,
Yeah, listen,
sir.
Dwayne,
You did 5 years for it.
Dwayne, are you rehabilitated?
Yes. I did it all because I was a drug addict back then, but yes, I'm drug-free. I ain't messed with Walmart in years.
All right, very
Good for
good.
you.
All right, now, what is the purpose of your phone call to call back in?
Was because he was talking about the pawn shops.
Yeah. So my question was, what happens if you take a whole bunch of goods to a pawn shop? And clearly, they must have radar that goes off to say this might be stolen, right?
Yes and no. Pawn shops report everything that they take in, but if they're not on the lookout for it, then nothing happens. I sold my stuff to Value Pawn over and over and over again, and, I mean, nothing ever happened.
Right, so you were ripping off stuff from Walmart and then selling it to Value Pawn?
Correct.
Oh, wow.
I might have some stuff that you've stolen.
And then you were jamming the stuff in your arm like with a needle or something, or snorting it up your nose?
Well, I was smoking in a pipe.
All right, well, there you go. Hey, Dwayne, thanks for checking back in, and feel free to call us anytime.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a great
Dwayne.
day.
Wow, he is an honest man.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
stay on the straight and narrow, Dwayne.
All right, and by the way, we will get the mugshot of the guy who stole the TVs and then sold them in Walmart's parking lot. We'll get the mugshot of this guy up on our website in just a bit, because you got to see this guy's mugshot. This guy Kirkland. Would you go anywhere near this guy in a Walmart parking lot is the question. All right, so we'll tell you when the mugshot will be up at mjmorningshow.com. All right, quick break. When we get back, we begin the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show, so stand by. So among things, Froggy, I want to talk about your meltdown at the Indianapolis airport.
No, we don't need to talk about
No,
that's a business issue.
We're going to talk about your meltdown.
No.
And then Roxanne asked me for beauty tips this morning. I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
What?
All right, well, hang on. All of that and more coming up next on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Hey, let me tell you a quick... 105. Hey, MJ here with Roxanne and Froggy. Fester back on Monday. I'm sure we'll check in and see how he's doing during the course of the week. But, hey, I don't know if Fester wants me talking about this, but Fester, he could sell so many RVs because it's a huge RV show because he works for General RV. That was his job after we ended the MJ Morning Show the first time around. So if you need an RV, you want to get a hold of Fester, and his cell phone number is, Froggy?
813-310-8444.
All right,
yes.
So I don't know if Fester wants me to say this, but Fester, this weekend, I think it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Fester could make over 30 grand.
Good for him.
Just this week.
Wow.
With the number of RVs that he can sell up there.
He's the RV king.
Yeah. So I don't know if he wants me to reveal that, but that's pretty amazing. Maybe that'll
it's double his salary.
Maybe that'll inspire people to
sell RVs.
Maybe sell RVs.
Sales is where the money's at.
Right. So you got the MJ Morning Show. You got the crew here at 7:25. This begins the long chunk of the MJ Morning Show, and a couple of things right off the bat. First of all, speaking of travel, Fester had to fly up to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, then drive to Hershey. Of course, he did take the Hershey Highway. And Froggy, you were out a couple of days last week, and
yes.
even, you were out Monday and Tuesday
yes.
of this. This is your first day back.
Absolutely. It's good to be back. Now, let me ask you a couple questions.
No. I'm not.
I just want to ask you a couple questions. Just a couple. One, maybe. Just one.
I'm here to quiz you on something.
No.
What are you trying to turn the tables on me?
I will tell you this. I graduated from school. Well, I didn't graduate, but I was close enough that I don't have to do school anymore. I don't do quizzes, okay? Let me ask you this. Let me give you a quiz. How about this? Do you want me to walk out of the studio and leave?
I really? Oh, that's how you're going to start this segment?
Because I sent you personal texts, and I separate. Wait! Conjecture.
What?
All right, you're leading me. You're leading.
Froggy's using all his legal terms, and of course, he's mispronouncing words like
false conjecture.
No, you're
conjecturing me.
It's conjecture.
Stop pulling and leading.
Objection, Your Honor. Conjecture. It's not conjecture.
Confecture.
No,
whatever.
it's not confecture either.
All right. Let me ask you.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
now,
you like confectionaries? Or
I sent you personal texts that were never meant to be discussed on this radio show. Now, I know that you're going to uphold to that because I don't talk about your personal business ever.
Listen, I'm not going to go.
And I believe I said this is not for air, okay? And I had a bad day. Yes, I will admit I had a bad day.
I am not.
But if you get into the details.
Because you had a bad day. All right, listen.
And you read that, if you even come close to reading a text.
I am not going to read the text verbatim.
Or if you confecture any of my texts.
I'm not going to confecture. All right, listen to me. Just pipe it down. I'm going to ask you some basic things. I'm not going to reveal some of the more personal items. First of all, were you drunk?
I had one wine because I was so stressed. I never drink at the airports.
Because
I was very stressed, and I might have had a meltdown.
Froggy, you were having a drunk texting meltdown. That was the only excuse. Michelle was like, and I.
Oh, you showed him to your.
Listen,
wait, you showed my text to your wife?
She's right there as my phone is going. Oh, Froggy, don't walk. Hey, get back in here. He's walking out. Dude.
We didn't even get to ask.
Oh, he's yelling outside the window.
An important question that we need to ask.
Show your wife my text. What are you doing?
Dude,
That's an invasion of privacy.
It's not. Well, at least you said that correctly. Invasion of privacy, and you didn't butcher that. All right, so.
Don't do it.
My wife was asking me who was texting me.
Of course.
So I have a customized little text. I use the CBS Radio News top of the hour as my little text notification. Of
course.
Because it's just a quick little noise, and it's not like a stock little, chirp or a little...
You put too much thought into that.
No, I didn't. I've been using it for years. All right.
He did.
So every time I get a text and my text or my phone is not on silent, if my phone is set to audible mode and I get texts... This is what you hear.
It sounds like you need to take your seat on an airplane.
Well, listen to this. Monday night, my phone is on the table in our living room. I'm doing prep. Michelle's on the other couch. We're watching TV together when all of a sudden, it was nonstop. And Michelle's like, who the hell is texting you? It was ding, ding. I'm like, it's Froggy. And Froggy, you texted me like 50 times in 5 minutes. And
I might have been in a blacked out rage.
Dude, I said to Michelle, he's got to be drunk. He's got to be at the airport. His flight is delayed. He has got to be just drunk. Hang on a minute. Michelle heard the damn thing go off.
All right, this is getting a little out of control. Okay,
what's getting out of control?
Because this is my personal business type stuff. I don't confuse the two, obviously.
You're angry that...
what?
I told Michelle about she could hear your texts coming in.
So you don't read it? What are you guys attached to the hip?
All right, Michelle, didn't you hear all of Froggy's texts coming in on Monday night?
Oh my gosh, it was like rapid fire. I don't even know how he could text and
It's called speak to text. Everybody else in the airport heard it.
That's a good. That's a good description. It was rapid fire.
It's like when Fester gets texted in here.
It was nonstop. Exactly when you give out Fester's cell number. And Fester's texting goes off.
Now, first, I want to say the fact that you showed your wife this text is an invasion of my privacy, and I'm pretty sure there could be legal issues.
There are no legal issues.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. You're texting me so rapidly. Michelle's like, who the hell is texting you? I'm like, Froggy. And then...
Well, not to get into any details, but were my texts not valid?
Hold on. I am going to get into a few details.
I'll walk out of here.
Don't walk out.
All right, I'll skip.
There are...
You want me to run? I'll run.
I will leave out some of the personal things. That
all of it.
I want to talk about the Southwest issue.
Okay.
First of all, you didn't give me an answer. Froggy was not here yesterday. He was supposed to miss Monday only, and Froggy was supposed to be back on Tuesday, but his flights got all messed up leaving Indianapolis because he was at a trade show selling his family shelving and fixtures.
It was a great show.
At some hardware convention.
And I know what the burning question is.
What?
Why was your flight delayed?
Yes. Exactly. So,
Exactly.
Froggy, can you talk about this? What you had a flight from Indianapolis to Atlanta, and then you were flying Monday night from Atlanta back to Tampa, and your flight from Indianapolis was so late and delayed, you were going to miss the Atlanta flight.
Yes.
All right.
Due to weather issues.
Well, that's what you wouldn't. I asked you,
which
why,
is all the fault of the gate agent, of course.
All right. Well, this is why I want to quiz you. You were calling the gate agent every name in the... Michelle was reading your text.
All right, let's not go into any of that.
All right, I won't go into...
You will delete those texts.
I will not go into any of the words
Me and him might have got into it.
I won't use any of the words that I can't use on the air. But what the hell happened with you and the Southwest gate agent in Indianapolis?
Well, there was a woman in front of me that was talking to him for 45 minutes.
What?
And nothing was getting done. And everybody, I was like 5 people away. And, at some point I start huffing and puffing. I'm like, come on. And I start saying, come on. What's going on? What's happening? And then he gets, excuse me, sir. You're going to have to relax.
Oh, he was giving you
real condescending.
Oh, so that...
Real passive.
That just lit you up even more.
And then another guy in front of me, this little dork, was talking about him and his stupid horror con, putting everybody to sleep. I wanted to kick him in the head.
He needed to get to a horror con?
Yeah, no, horror. He was a horror show guy.
I think he said horror con. What the hell is that?
Enough.
Horror con.
So everybody's talking. They're all yip-yapping around me. I'm like, what's happening? Does everybody know what's happening?
So you're losing it. Froggy is texting me furiously that he wants to beat the ass of the Southwest gate agent.
Let's delete those texts, by the way.
Hang on a minute. I got a question. How is it his fault if there's a weather delay?
It's not his fault, obviously.
You were blaming the Southwest gate agent.
This is what he did this to me, okay? He did this to me. What? I was going like this, and 5 people away, okay? There's a lady, she's been there for 40 minutes, and he's getting nothing done, okay? And I'm just going like, all right, huff and puff it, and then he goes, excuse me a minute, sir. And then he turns to me, and he goes, I'm going to need you to relax, sir. Okay? And then the guy in front of me goes, me? And she goes, no, not you. You're being perfectly nice. The man behind you.
Oh.
And I go, you son of a bitch. I'm going to rip your throat out.
You're not free to beat up the Southwest ticket agent at the gate.
So with that, MJ, let me ask you, how would you handle that?
Well, first of all, you don't get into a fight with the gate agent.
I didn't get into a fight.
You're threatening to kill the guy on your text.
I didn't threaten. I said I'm going to kill him to you.
Anyway,
If
Michelle.
I would have said I'm going to kill you, I would have been arrested, obviously.
Michelle, any thoughts on Froggy's meltdown at the airport on Monday night?
No, it was just, I was concerned, but it was a little entertaining, but I was very concerned.
You didn't need to be concerned. I was hoping the plane was going to go down.
Michelle, did you just turn your mic off?
Accidentally. I'm very upset.
Get your hands off the buttons.
Sorry. But
don't touch the buttons.
At some point, I was like, you know what? If this plane goes down, it wouldn't be the worst thing. It wouldn't be.
It's just, it feels like a low point in life when you just feel absolutely demoralized.
You're helpless, really.
Yes.
Helpless and demoralized at the airport, and like you wish that you'd won like Powerball so you could have your own private jet.
Exactly. That's how you feel.
What? You hold it. You're telling me that you guys feel like I feel like such a low life schlub that I got to fly commercial? Is that what you're saying, Roxanne?
No,
I never say that.
It's factual, actually.
I've never said. I'm never traveling with my family or traveling on my own, and if I'm delayed or if the flight is canceled or just the fact that it's a cattle call and it's a mess at the airport, I've never said, I can't believe that I'm actually mingling with the unwashed masses.
I just am saying you feel like a loser. Like everybody feels like a loser.
I don't feel like a loser when I travel commercially.
MJ, here's another part of the story.
You're an elitist.
No. I'm saying I feel like a loser when I can't do anything to solve the problem of getting a seat on an airplane when you're supposed to.
I think you're autocorrecting right now. I think that you feel like a loser flying commercially is what I think you're saying.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
MJ, let me ask you a question, please.
Yes.
Now, there's a finale to all of this, and I think. Let me ask you a question.
The finale is you slept on a couch at the airport. First of all, how did you find a couch at the airport when usually all the seating at the airport are those individual black connected rows of chairs that have armrests between every chair so they don't allow you to lie down anywhere when your flight is canceled?
That's all they had with those couches there. In Indianapolis, they have a tile floor. I would have slept on the floor. TIA. What is it called?
TPA.
They're the best.
Tampa.
Yes.
It's Tampa International Airport. The airport code is TPA.
Now, here's what happened.
Yeah.
My bag was lost.
Your luggage was lost on top of all this?
Yes.
So where's your bag now?
It got delivered at 1 a.m. last night.
Oh, my God. Really?
You got it.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes, what?
My bag was put back on the original flight to Atlanta. That was canceled somehow. I don't understand.
Oh, wait a minute. So
I had to wake up in the morning in Indianapolis.
So
get my bag off the belt. They go, sir, you have to recheck your bag. And I go, really? Had to recheck it. I think the Southwest guy put it on the wrong flight.
Oh, intentionally, because you were such a wad.
Can the guy at the desk do this?
I don't know what he can do, but listen. But that raises a question that they're supposed to make sure that whoever's on that flight, that the bags are on that flight with them, and you're not supposed to travel without your bag. That's why when people have been taken off a flight, they have to like find their bag and take the bag off the flight as well.
Or like it's when you're late to the airport and you're like, you're not going to make this flight, your bag's not going to make it, and you're like, just send the bag on the next flight. And they're like, no, we can't do that. You have to be with your bag. I've been told that before.
Anyway, Froggy, Michelle was horrified at your rapid fire text. She's like, give me that phone. Because Michelle had to look at the text. She had like that gaping open mouth, like, oh my God.
You could tell it's a very stressful.
We were absolutely convinced that you were hammered, that you were drinking for hours prior to your flight getting delayed or canceled.
I was at the airport for 10 hours before all that.
What?
But I wasn't drinking.
You were at
My show ended at noon.
You were at the airport for 10 hours?
Noon.
What the hell are you thinking?
I messed up, all right?
And
My original flight
you slept overnight in the Indianapolis airport, and you had a 6 a.m. flight yesterday morning back here.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Now, would you not be stressed?
Yeah, and it's like that. You know when you go on a vacation and you're on the beach and you think all positive thoughts about life? What Froggy went through is complete opposite. You're 10 hours overnight just thinking all the negative thoughts about life.
It was very bad. I didn't like it at all, and I will say it was my worst traveling trip ever.
I'll tell you what. I can speak for Michelle. I think I can speak for you, Michelle. It was the worst, like, drunk rage texting that we've seen.
If you say I was drunk again, I'm going to smash you.
Dude.
Because I wasn't.
Michelle,
that's conjecture.
Michelle, the texting that we saw from Froggy, did that appear to be sober texting?
That was the first thought that came to my mind was he must be drunk.
No, I would tell you if I was.
Anyway.
I can't get through travel stress being drunk.
Michelle, okay. I'll talk to you later. Love you. You gonna go back to sleep now?
Probably.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, I could have used a Xanax. Tried to buy a couple off a couple
Listen,
passengers.
with those texts, I don't think you were feeling any pain whatsoever.
All right,
yeah.
I'm gonna walk out of here. Say it again. Say it again.
I won't.
Say.
Oh, you're threatening me now? Hold on. Don't
say it again.
No.
Say I wasn't drunk.
Whose mug is that?
Say I wasn't drunk.
Don't
I don't know. I think it's Ted's.
That is a
Say I wasn't drunk.
That is a Christmas.
I think it's Mason's.
That's Mason's Christmas mug.
Say good. Mason Dixon.
Do not drop that
MJ,
mug.
Say I wasn't drunk.
Do not
say I wasn't drunk.
No, you were drunk.
I'll give you one more chance.
No, you were clearly drunk. You just...
That's on you, MJ.
You just smashed Mason's Christmas tree coffee mug, and now Froggy's walking out of the room. My God.
Did you see the shards of glass that were flying?
Were
I
you
could have
hit?
been stabbed with
Were you hit?
glass shrapnel.
Were you hit?
Oh,
The little stuff came your way.
It's all the way over by my
Yes,
microphone.
Andrew.
I saw the shards flying through from my point of view.
So did I. Oh, my God. Was that captured on video?
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Well, that was Froggy's meltdown. Mm-hmm. It's like he's at the Southwest Gate again.
Yeah.
Froggy's meltdown was just captured on MJTV.
All right, I feel better.
Oh, now he's back.
Glass projectiles made it all the way over
Did
here.
I hit you?
Very close.
Oh, my God.
Have you noticed that Froggy has turned this room into like a rage room? You know those places where you can go and smash like TVs with baseball bats? The Q105 studio is a rage room.
I'll clean this up, guys. Don't
We
worry
can
about
also
it.
dump coffee.
Which I gotta be honest, this studio is so bad. I'm enraged every day in this place.
Ted Travis, I'll clean this up. Don't even worry about that. It's Mason Dixon, your Mason Dixon holiday mug. I'm sorry.
You want to throw some more ketchup at the wall, maybe?
No, that was best.
Something else we were talking about.
What?
Conjecturing about.
Yes.
Froggy, how does all your stuff get there? How does all your display stuff?
Yeah, for your trade show.
Well, there's a thing called trucks.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Truckload.
Listen, I got to move on here.
Okay, please.
But
Let's not talk about the boring stuff.
Did you do well at the trade show? Did you sell a lot of fixtures and shelving?
It was my best trade show to date.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Because you also were worried that you went from a 16-foot booth down to an 8-foot booth.
Well, listen, those details are very boring to everybody on Earth.
All right.
But it was very successful.
What'd you book in sales? How much?
Shut up. What did you make me last year? What's your salary? What's your salary? What's your net worth? Huh? Schnit? Huh? Okay, then. Okay, now we know.
All right, so he shut me up. All right, moving right along here. I had so many people commenting on the gas girl from yesterday. Froggy, you didn't see this.
No, please tell me.
Hey, did you put it up as a regular post, Andrew? Is it up?
Working on it.
Well, how quickly can you get it up here? Because I want to talk about it.
I'll work on it as quickly as I can.
There you go.
All right, folks, we'll get the video back up. But there is, Andrew, can you tell me when you have it available? Because I want people to be able to look at it. I got so much email on the gas girl. And if you don't know about the gas girl and the horrific mistake or the malfunction that happened to her at the gas station, we'll fill you in again. And I just wanted to share some of the things that people were saying. It was out of control. All right, a couple of things with Roxanne. Roxanne, you've made a couple of comments this morning. Number one, we have a commercial that bothers you, and
what?
Did you pull the longer chunk for me here, Andrew? Where is it? I don't see it. I still have the short chunk here. So Roxanne is bothered by this.
The difference between an agent and a realtor is real.
There it is. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So listen to this.
The difference between an agent and a realtor is real.
All right. Now that's a commercial we run, and there's nothing wrong with the real estate commercial.
No.
But you made a comment to me that you don't like it when people over-enunciate and say realtor.
No.
Because most people say a realtor.
Most people say realtor.
So if you're in real estate and you sell, like Andrew Duncan, you would say Andrew Duncan is a
realtor.
But
He's
in
a
the
realtor.
commercial, if you notice, the actual company that owns the registered trademark for realtor, they pronounce everything Realtor, the way it's spelled, but they over-enunciate realtor.
Yes.
The difference between an agent and a realtor is real.
And apparently these are the things that bother Roxanne.
Yeah. All of a sudden I'm like, wait, am I going to get a real tour of a studio? Am I going to get a real tour of backstage? It's just out of left field.
This threw Roxanne off her axis this morning. So she is now in a wobbly orbit because she's all upset over realtor versus realtor.
I'd rather someone add a syllable and say a realtor, which is not correct.
That's wrong too.
But I'd rather hear that than realtor.
A realtor?
Yes, realtor. I've heard that. That's wrong, but that's better than realtor.
Hey, I'm going to call up Andrew Duncan here quickly because he is a realtor. Or is he a realtor? Just takes a second here, folks. Hang on a minute. All right, calling up Andrew Duncan from the Duncan Duo. Hey, do me a favor, Andrew, can you pick up the phone for Andrew Duncan and let's just get this settled once and for all. Is he a realtor or is he a realtor? And Roxanne, you are, I guess,
real pissed.
You got voicemail?
Nice.
All right, listen.
Isn't that what your
maybe
Doug
he's
is?
maybe he's in a 7:45 closing right now. I don't know.
Is Doug a realtor or
Yes,
a faker?
he's a realtor.
Well, have you expressed your anger over the pronunciation of realtor versus realtor to your husband? I'm sorry, your fiance perpetually Dig Dug?
I think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, but you put an I in the middle of it now.
I know.
So it's totally wrong. What are we doing? It's a realtor.
Hey, can I say congratulations to Busch Gardens as Busch Gardens has won the best new roller coaster award for Iron Gwazi.
Ooh.
Now, I have not been on Iron Gwazi. I have not been at Busch Gardens in quite some time. I like Busch Gardens. I only wish the best for Busch Gardens and the staff and management locally at Busch Gardens, but I just haven't been in quite a while. You know, can I confess something? When Michelle was on the road with Julian last month, so this is mid-August, and it was just blazing hot here. Chloe was with me for like close to 3 weeks. So Chloe was here with me while Michelle and Julian were on the road visiting colleges all across the country. And Chloe, on a Saturday, woke up early, begged me to take her to Busch Gardens.
Aw, did you guys have fun?
I didn't because it was like the middle of August. The high temp was going to be 95 degrees. And I'm like, Chloe, I'll take you to Busch Gardens like in mid-November or sometime like in January. And of course, she's not going to be here. She's going to be in Scotland. But I'm sorry. I didn't want to go to Busch Gardens
Wait.
in the middle of August when it was 95 degrees out. And she was begging.
You didn't even go?
I didn't take her.
Your daughter who left for a year and you barely see wanted a daddy-daughter day at Busch Gardens, and you said, might be a little hot.
Oh, it's too hot. You could just go stand in front of the Congo River Rapids and get splashed and walk around with wet clothes.
I didn't take her. Because
wow, can we get that Worst Father of the Year award in here? Presented
So wait a minute. So as Busch Gardens wins the best new roller coaster for Iron Gwazi, I win the Worst Father Award? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, that's horrific. You're sitting here judging me about my text. My kids asked me to go to Busch Gardens. We're going to BG, boys.
What time is it in Scotland right now? It's look, you hear that clink? That's Froggy picking up pieces of mug. Should I call Chloe real quick and see if she's scarred?
Yeah, maybe you can make it up to her and fly her back and take her to Hallow Scream.
Hang on. Oh, yeah, there we go. 011-44-7947. All right. My God, how many digits do I have to... She has an international SIM now because if we kept her on our local Verizon plan, it would have been just out of flipping control.
I saw on Instagram she was partying at a club the other night. That looked fun.
Yeah, I'm sure she was.
Scottish clubs.
Yeah, so I need to apologize to her.
Hello.
Dude, Chloe, it's 5 hours ahead. What time is it there? Was it like 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Are you sleeping?
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping at 1 o'clock in the afternoon in Scotland?
I'm tired.
That's a good point.
Did you go out last night on a school night?
No, I don't have class today.
What about soccer practice? Do you have soccer practice?
We have a game today.
Wait a minute. She didn't answer that question. Did you go out last night on a school night? She said, no, there was no school today. Did you go out last night, though?
No, I did not.
All right. Hey, Chloe, we're talking about something you asked me to do in mid-August on a Saturday when it was blazing hot outside, and I said no, and everyone else is guilting me now in the studio that you left for a whole year, and I wouldn't take you to this place.
Busch Gardens?
Busch Gardens?
Yes.
Wow, she sure remembers.
Yeah, we'll tell you, it's indelibly marked. Because I was congratulating Busch Gardens for winning the Iron Gwazi Best New Roller Coaster Award. And I said, guys, I have a confession. Chloe begged me to take her to Busch Gardens on a Saturday when the high temp is going to be like 95 degrees. I'm like, I'm not going to Busch Gardens, when it's blazing hot like that out there.
So Froggy presented him with the Worst Father Award.
Yeah, so now I'm the worst father, Chloe.
Good.
Chloe.
Good.
Thank you.
Good?
I was begging you. We had nothing to do. And all I wanted to do was go to Busch Gardens. I hadn't been there in so long, and I love all their rides, and we could have ridden that ride.
Yeah, the Iron Gwazi.
Wow.
I like roller coasters.
I was going to say, don't you and Michelle both like roller coasters?
Yeah, we both do, yeah.
So you sound really hurt.
Well, Chloe, we accept my apology.
Depends.
Am I the worst father?
You know how you could make it up to her?
What?
Just don't look at any of the charges that come through this semester.
No.
Don't even peek.
Yeah.
Go crazy.
No, Chloe's out of budget. All right, Chloe, go back to sleep at 1 o'clock in the afternoon over in Scotland.
All right, night.
Have a nice Scottish slumber.
And Chloe, don't do the accent anymore.
All right, it is back to my slumber for ya. Have a good day. Bye.
All right, goodbye.
Top of the morning. Let's go get some lumber. That's Scottish.
No, I think the top of the morning
is Scottish.
I think that's Irish, the top of the morning.
William Wallace used to say, top of the morning, boys.
Anyway, did I say congratulations to Busch Gardens for winning the Best New Roller Coaster Award for Iron Gwazi? And yeah, it's on my list. I'm just going to wait for a cooler day, and then I will...
Selfish, man. Wow.
I'll be happy to go ride the Iron Gwazi over at Busch Gardens. Supposed to be fantastic. And remember, they dismantled the old wooden Gwazi, and they used some of the wood from the old Gwazi on the new Iron Gwazi, so it's like iron and wood.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it is. It's like a cyborg hybrid kind of deal, kind of situation. All right, man, we got one of these days where we just have just a lot of stuff going on. Hey, what time was my teaser? Was it a 7:45er or was it 8 o'clocker?
7:45.
Oh, okay. All right,
so we're late.
Yeah, let me do my teaser item here. It's now 7:51, so I'm running just a few moments late here. But, Roxanne, you found this, and the story is that people have done this an average of 6 times.
The number, to me, number 6 is mind-boggling.
I have never done one.
Me neither.
I have never done one, and people are claiming through this survey that people have done this on average 6 times. Mm-hmm. I haven't done this once.
Me neither.
2,000 people responded to a survey. It was an even split, half women, half men, and on average, people have sexted the wrong person 6 times, including intimate photos.
Oh.
How does that happen?
Nude photos or text verbiage that is sexually charged or sex-related. We call it sexting.
Awkward.
Well, you know what? It just goes to show you there's a lot of that going on. If people are making 6 times the mistake.
People on average claim these were 2,000 people surveyed, and they say that they have sexted the wrong person 6 times on average.
I sent my ween picture to my Aunt Darla.
Oh, my God.
She sent me back some booby pictures.
No, she
and now we're in a relationship.
Now we're in love.
She sent back some 82-year-old one.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, that's a good question. How has sexting worked for you? Like, has it been an icebreaker to a new relationship?
Well, we ought to just go to phones and ask the question, have you ever accidentally sexted somebody? And have you accidentally sexted somebody 6 times? I just find that to be ridiculously high. Let's go to phones on this. I have no idea what kind of phone calls we're going to get here or what kind of volume. But first of all, have you accidentally sexted somebody? Have you accidentally sent somebody a sexy or intimate image or video? Or have you sent somebody some text or verbiage that was sex or sexting related? Have you done it accidentally? Whether you've done it just once or you've done it 6 times or anywhere in between or even more.
No, I'm not trying to act like a prude.
Let me give
it's
out the
not
phone
like I
number.
haven't sexted.
Just hang on a sec. 800-990-1047. Give us a buzz. Sexting question right now, 800-990-1047. That's 800-990-1047. If you have accidentally sexted or sent out intimate images to somebody else, did you sext a coworker, a friend, a relative, or maybe a complete stranger instead of sexting your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever? 800-990-1047. All right, phones are ringing. Andrew just turned on his mic to say something, but he's screening calls.
There's got to be a website about this.
Yeah, there definitely has to be. Well, here's what I do. Anytime I'm sending a message that I don't want anyone else to see except the recipient, and I mean, it's usually like, say I'm talking crap about someone and I just want to send it to that particular person and not the person I'm talking about. I repeat, like I look at the message and then before I hit send, I say out loud the person that I am sending the message to just tell myself, okay, it's the right recipient. So I don't have so there's no error.
All right, now I don't have a call screener because Fester's not here and not logged in. So let's try to figure this out. So I have no idea who's on hold. I'm just going to go to line 1 and say, hey, who is this? Who is it? I have no idea. Hi, who is this?
Amy?
Amy?
Yes.
Hey, Amy, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Go ahead.
I guess I'm not normal because I've never sexted, and especially not to the wrong number.
All right, so wait a minute. You're calling to say you've never sexted.
Nope, never.
All right, so you've never sexted, so you've never actually sent a sext to a wrong person because you've never sexted.
Right, nor have I ever received one.
You sound very dejected.
Well, maybe you can start later today. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Let me grab line 2. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Mitchell?
Mitchell, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, my fiance. We actually go.
Hold on. Your name is Mitchell?
It's my last name.
Oh,
I like to go by my last name.
Okay. Hey, Mitchell. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. All right, go ahead.
My fiance, especially when he's at work, we send like Pornhub videos, like clips to each other.
Whoa. Wait a second.
Nice.
You and your husband send Pornhub videos to each other?
Yeah. And sometimes of me, myself. But
whoa. Hold on a minute.
Mitch!
You have videos of yourself on Pornhub?
No. I'm not on Pornhub. We send videos in general like that we like. From Pornhub.
See, this is how leaks happen. All right, go ahead. All right, so you guys find videos that you like and you send them to each other.
Yeah, but we send it on Messenger, and then like the top 2 tiers, like let's say you message someone else, it will be like on the top, and then like so if you go to send it, if you're on the website and then you hit share, you might hit the wrong one because if you just message someone else. And if they're usually at the top or the second one, you'll hit the wrong one. I know I wouldn't say he would send necessarily all in a row, but let's say like every couple of days, you might send the same ones or to the same person if you like message them often, the other person.
All right. How often are you guys sending porn links to each other?
Like every day.
How often do you guys have sex?
Roxanne, what do you
We have sex often.
Yeah, I would imagine.
We just like just to keep just to be occupied through the day.
And how long have you been together?
Almost 2 years.
Sounds like you might have a porn addiction.
Mitchell, hang on a minute.
Mitch?
If you don't mind me asking, Mitchell, again, your last name, how old are you?
I'm 38.
You're 38, and how old is your husband?
He's my fiance, 55.
Fiance. All right.
There you go. That's keeping it
spicy.
Yeah.
Keeping it spicy and hot. All right, Mitchell, thanks for the call.
Have a good one.
Hey, Mitchell, you freak.
You have a great one as well. All right, let me grab one more, and then we got to move on here. But I just don't believe that, on average, people have accidentally sexted somebody else 6 times.
Something popped into my head when we're talking about this. I bet you more middle-aged people sext than we would realize, and that then they can't read the small name on their screen, and so it's like they think they're sending it to Michelle.
All right, so older people that their eyesight is not great, and they haven't made the print giant on their phone yet,
right?
And they're sending it to the wrong person. All right,
how do I send a wiener pics on my jitterbug?
On my consumer cellular. Hey, who am I grabbing here? All right, Tessa is on line 8. Tessa, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Tessa, you want to weigh in on accidentally sexting people?
I did it one time, and I learned my lesson so profoundly, I was very careful from that point on.
All right, you did it one time. Will you tell us, who did you accidentally sext?
My grandmother.
Oh my God! And now do me a favor, keep it clean for broadcast. But what did you sext to your grandma, and who was it intended for?
I sent her a picture of my boob. It was intended for my boyfriend, and her reply was epic. It was. She said, "Nice rack," but I don't think you intended that for me.
Oh, my God. Your grandma said, "Nice rack," but I don't think you intended that for me?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Nice set, sweetheart.
Now, can you tell me, how old was Grandma when this happened?
Probably in her 60s.
Oh, my God. And how old were you when this happened?
Early 20s.
Good for you.
Unbelievable.
She had to be in her 80s because I was in my early 50s.
Hold on. Oh, so hold on. You're saying she was in her was in her 80s?
Yeah, because she just turned 102.
Whoa. Wait a sec. Your grandmother, is she still alive and she just turned 102?
Yes.
Oh, man, you ought to send her a new picture of the rack.
Here's an update.
Here's an update. So
yeah, that'd be terrifying, I'm sure.
That is unbelievable. Hey,
good for her.
That's a great story. You did it once, and by the way, once she responded back with "nice rack," did you then follow up and send the picture to the correct individual?
No.
that just spooked you. That just scared the bejesus out of you, right?
Yeah, I actually told him what had just happened, and he just died laughing, too. So he was like, we totally forgot about it.
Oh, man, that's hysterical. All right, thanks for the call.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for listening to the MJ Morning Show on Q105.
We're getting a lot of confessions on the text line.
Well, share.
Yes.
Share them, please. Miss Poke and ask very sexually charged questions. All right, go ahead.
Someone said I sexted my cousin by accident. She reminds me of this all the time. And this one is so embarrassing to me. This guy was sexting. He said, I meant to send pictures of my girlfriend's boobs that she had just sent him to my best friend. Oh. And I accidentally sent them back to my girlfriend.
Check out these.
Yep.
That's awful. Check out what I'm getting every night, buddy. Oh, wait, whoops.
Whoopsies. Anything else you'd like to share with us, or is that the best of the best?
No, we're going deep. Like someone said they texted a reverend an invitation to do do illegal.
Oh, my God.
We're just going. We're going
really?
deep. We're going all over
Amen.
the
board. Should we stick with phones on this? Should we ask for, other than sexting?
Yeah, because a lot of people are saying
expand it. Should we expand this quickly?
Yeah, because people have sent the wrong text to someone, like if they were saying something bad about someone, and then they sent it to that person.
Oh, yeah. All right. You know what? Let's stick with this for another minute or so. Let's expand this beyond sexting. So, and if you're just tuning in, the reason why we're talking about this is some company did a survey on texting, and 2,000 people responded, and they found that on average, Americans have sent a dirty text to the wrong person, a sext, 6 times. I'm like, what the hell? I haven't sent one accidental sexting to anybody.
How about purposeful sexting?
All right, so I'm not going there. All right, so let's expand this. So if you want to call in about accidental sexting, that's fine. But what about accidental texting? Have you sent a really embarrassing text to the wrong person? And maybe it's personal, maybe it's job related, maybe it was a complaint, just like what Roxanne was saying. All right, let's expand the phones on this because I'm having fun. I love hearing these foibles. All right, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. Let's expand either sexting or just accidental text that didn't work out very well. 800-990-1047. Let me grab, I can't see who that is. Andrew, who's on the first line? Chris. It's Chris. All right, let me grab Chris. Chris, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
How are you guys today?
We're doing well. All right, what happened with you?
Well, here's a story. I get group texts from my office and stuff for work for the next day.
Yep.
And I happened to be getting out of the shower, so I took a racy. Actually, it wasn't nude. There was a towel on, but still it was pretty racy. Well, while I was in the shower, I had the person that I was going to send it to up on my text feed, but then that group text from work came in.
Oh, and then you quickly sent it, and it went to the group feed. Oh, my God.
My male boss was on it, my female boss was on it, and there were two females in the office that were on it. And I just got out of the shower. I attached a picture, and I sent it, and it was one of those things where, when you send it and you look at it, it's already too late.
Oh my God! And your throat fell into your stomach, right?
Yeah. And immediately the female boss says, "Chris, I don't think you were supposed to send that to us." And that was it. I never heard anything else. They never said anything else. But I was glad it was Friday because I didn't have to go back to work till Monday and face these people.
Oh man, great story, Chris. Thanks. Let's grab Rico in Clearwater. It's Rico Suave. Hey, Rico, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
How you doing, MJ?
Doing well. All right, tell us about your texting mistake.
Well, it wasn't so much texting that I was doing. I was going through a divorce, and I had a really good friend of mine, and we worked together, and he was cheating on his wife. And he come over one day to the house, and we were talking, and he's at
Hold on, you're breaking up a little bit. You're getting low. Say it a little louder.
I said I had a friend of mine, and I was going through a divorce, and he was cheating on his wife.
Right.
And he come over to the house one day, and he says, "Hey, man, I'm dating this really young chick." I said, "Oh, really?" He showed me a picture of her. He goes, "I can get her to do anything." And I don't want to be too explicit.
Let's not be too explicit. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it turns out he says, "Watch this." He calls her, tells her, "I want you to."
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yep.
And she sends the video, and he shows it to me.
Oh my God.
The irony is, he divorces his wife because she finds out about it, and he ends up marrying this girl. And now I'm with them and knowing about the video, and I'm looking at him, and
you can't look at her the same way because you've seen the video.
Yes, I can't look at her, and he's been married to her for 20 years. I've got kids with her.
Oh, unbelievable! Hey,
my God,
Rico, thanks for the call, buddy. Let's grab Larry in Tampa. Larry, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
We are well. Go ahead. What happened?
So I didn't accidentally send or receive some explicit photos or anything like that, but
yep,
I have an interesting story. So I was kind of new to this Snapchat thing, and this was several years ago in my bad boy days. But so and I'm sure that some people can relate. But I had a girlfriend, and we had a pool party, and she had some friends over. Well, you know how there's that one person you would never expect to show up in a bikini, and she looked like that, you know.
Good or bad?
And yeah. And
no, hold on. That was a question. Roxanne asked, "Good or bad in the bikini?"
Oh, smoke show.
Okay. I didn't know what. Okay, glad you clarified.
So this is somebody from work who you've only seen with clothes on. They show up in a bikini, and you're saying it was a total smoke show.
No, this was my girlfriend's friends. I had a bunch of people over, and she had some friends over as well for a pool party.
Gotcha. All right.
And so, you know, so we got in some conversations on Snapchat and exchanged some photos. Well, I didn't know when you screenshot a photo on Snapchat, it shows the other person that's being screenshotted.
Oh, wow.
So my friends were at the pool party. They're like, "Wow, did you see that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you look great." Well, here, actually, I got some pictures. So yeah, there were several explicit photos, and she didn't. The funny thing is, she didn't point it out until later. Why are you screenshotting my pictures? I'm like, well, how do you know that?
Because they're notified that you screenshotted the picture. Was that the end of any? Was that the end of any conversation or friendship?
No, not really. I mean, we continued to chat. It was just interesting how you get busted. You get busted or accidentally sending photos, but I got busted on Snapchat and didn't even know that was possible.
That's hilarious.
There you go, Larry. Great story. Thanks for the smoke show story. And for those that don't know what a smoke show is,
everybody knows.
What are you talking about? What do you think? They're talking about David Copperfield concert show?
Everybody knows.
Oh, by the way, I might have a David Copperfield story.
Oh, good.
How is that possible? I bring up David Copperfield for the first time in my life.
Yeah.
Well, you have a story.
Because David Copperfield has a penthouse in a Midtown Manhattan apartment, and he moved out, and apparently the place is trashed.
It's not very magical?
It is apparently. I heard that they don't know what the hell David Copperfield was actually doing in his penthouse apartment.
What?
That the place looks like a bomb went off inside. Yeah.
Holy cow.
I might be able to get pictures too.
Was he a hoarder?
I don't. It's just a total mess. Let me go back to phones here. Let me grab Susan is in Tampa, and then we'll move on here. I got like 3 other calls, and then we'll move on. Thank you. Susan, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi. Susan on 4. Susan in Tampa, you there? Oh, let me put Susan back on hold then. Let me grab Madeline in Tampa. Can you check line 4 for me, please? Madeline, is this you on the MJ Morning Show?
It is. How are you doing?
We're doing well. Go ahead.
It wasn't me that got busted. It was my daughter. My daughter, apparently, when she was in high school, was dating the quarterback to the varsity football team and decided to take some videos or whatever. Well, she used my phone to do it. Accidentally sent it to the football team instead of just him.
Oh, my God. Hold on. What kind of photos did she take?
Self-performing.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Well, hold on. How old was your daughter when this? How old was she?
16.
All right, that's the creation of child pornography.
Yeah, and that's how I found out about it. 2 days later, I had the Sevier County Sheriff's Department show up at my
Damn right. Wait, hold on. Which county was it?
Sevier County, Tennessee.
Oh, my God.
They were asking for my cell phone, so I gave it to them. I don't know why. She had deleted it, but the IP address or whatever to my phone came back to my cell phone number. My daughter admitted that she took my phone and was sending it to him. But, man, it was bad. She sent it to the whole football team.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. So it was this X-rated 16-year-old video?
Yeah, you could. They showed, unfortunately, I saw the video, and I know my daughter. You couldn't see her face, but from the neck down, boy, I got a really good view, and I was like, gross.
Oh, my God.
Horrific.
Thanks. Madeline, thanks for the call.
Okay,
oh, my
I guess
God.
that's the way to...
Hold on. Oh, hang on a minute. I had another question. Hey, hold on. You still there?
Oh,
damn
too
it.
bad.
I want
to ask her?
If anyone was arrested or
Yeah.
if she was charged with the creation of child pornography or something.
Before you hit the last call, I have a formal apology to all the texters who don't know what a smoke show is. Apparently people don't know.
That's why I was going to give the definition of a smoke show, and you guys are like, "Oh, really? You got to tell people what a smoke show is?" I know there are people listening that don't know what a smoke show is. So a smoke show is when you describe typically it's a woman, a smoking hot, really attractive woman. The terminology for some people is, "Oh yeah, she's a smoke show." Meaning smoking hot, a smoke show. It's a positive. Hang on a minute. We called Marilyn back. Hang on a minute. Is it Marilyn or Madeline? I've been calling her Madeline. All right, it's Marilyn. All right. So Marilyn is back. Hey, Marilyn, thanks for getting back on with us.
Hey, MJ, and yeah, I heard your question after I hung up.
Yep.
No one was arrested. But her name's Rita. Rita had to go through juvenile court, which put her through counseling, mandated. But she wasn't arrested or anything because he was 17 and she was 16. So being they were both minors and she admitted to doing it, no one was physically arrested.
Yeah, but even then, it's my understanding that a minor that creates child pornography, per se, can be charged with the creation of child pornography. And even though they might say, well, it's me and I took the video of ourselves or myself. No. Federal statute-wise, it's still considered creation of. Now, she was 16 at the time. How old is she now?
30.
Wow, so this was 14 years ago.
Yep.
Unbelievable. Wow. Hey, thanks for buzzing back in. I appreciate it.
You got it, MJ.
Have a great day. One more call, patiently waiting. James in Wesley Chapel. James with one more embarrassing text or sex mistake. James, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good. Hi. This is a different twist. This is the famous autocorrect that changes your word to an embarrassing word.
Oh.
My next door neighbor, I am a movie buff, so I let them get access to my Voodoo account that has movies and stuff. So when I usually would buy DVDs or Blu-rays of the blockbusters, and then it would always come with a digital copy. So they started making a joke, James on demand instead of video on demand.
Right.
So I would always, when I would put a new movie, I would send them, the husband and wife, a text saying, James on demand presents, and then the name of the movie. So the movie was Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Well, I didn't catch it until a few minutes later, but it came out Fantastic Breasts and Where to Find Them. and the wife was in a Bible study at the time. So it's like, oh man. And I called the husband, I'm cracking up. And he said, what? I said, read the text. And he starts cracking up. I'm like, oh man, that's embarrassing. Thank God she didn't show it to the rest of the Bible class.
And we'll leave it at that. Thank you. We appreciate the call, James.
Wow.
No problem. Take care.
All right, man. Phones exploded on that. And you guys with your condescending stuff. Of course, everyone knows what a smoke show is. So how many folks on texting at 800-990-1047, our call-in line or our text line 800-990-1047? How many texts did you get? No, what's a smoke show?
5 or 6.
Oh. Not that bad.
Well, you multiply that by the people that didn't know and didn't text in, and it's a lot
that
of people
driving and responsible
that didn't know what a smoke show is, and now they know what a smoke show is. So there you have it. All right, I want to talk about a couple of videos here. First of all, I just want to go backward to yesterday, and I cannot believe the number of people that emailed me about the woman. Now, we don't know where this was. At least I haven't seen a follow-up on it. I don't know if there is. Hey, James, Andrew, do me a favor. Could you just see if there's a follow-up? Did you find any more to the story on the woman with the gas pump? Did you find anything?
I've not found out where she is.
All right. It's at an Exxon station. You can tell it's an Exxon gas station, but this young woman who appears to be in her mid to early 20s is filling her car with gasoline. Froggy, you haven't seen this because you weren't here yesterday. No. Move over to just walk over to mic 3 and use mic 3. And is the video up? Can I play the video for Froggy?
Looks like you could just scroll down and play it.
All right, hang on a sec, because this is insane. And then I got a ton of people here. Can you bring up the video for me, please? So a ton of people emailed me, and folks were like, there's an emergency red button. There's an emergency pump shutoff switch at gas stations. And if you just hit that, it'll shut the pumps off. And she should have looked for that. All right, there it is. All right, Froggy, you got to see this. I'm going to bring up the audio here. Froggy, this is a woman. Look at her shirt. Describe her shirt.
She's wearing a blue shirt that seems to be wet.
It seems to be soaked. The front of her shirt is soaked. Watch this.
Oh my God. What do I do? Nicole! You need to spit back in!
Oh no.
What do I do? It's not stopping!
What do I do? It's not stopping. It's not stopping.
Was that, I guess it was clipped in?
Oh my God. So we were talking about how when you go to a gas station, most stations have the little clip. So you can squeeze the nozzle, then set the clip, and you get the different stages, for how fast you want the gas to pump. So she must have clipped it in, and the the autofill didn't go, it didn't trip. So when you fill up the car and the car is full and you have the little clip in to hold the handle in place, when the car fills up, it gets the backflow that goes quickly into the nozzle and it shuts off the device. And this obviously didn't happen, and she doesn't know how to just undo the clip, and gas is spraying all over the gas station. It's all over her shirt. She's covered in gas. It's going all over the ground. There must be 10 or 15 gallons of gasoline all over the ground. Folks, if you haven't seen the video, it is up at mjmorningshow.com. So
she's lucky nobody had a spark around.
Right. If you go to mjmorningshow.com, and you'll see this video. It's unbelievable. It's on recent. So scroll down and hit recent as this girl then, in panic, she pulls out of the car. Gas is spraying all over the place. It's covering her shirt. It's all over the ground. The nozzle is on the ground spraying gas everywhere. Then she picks it up again and she's holding it as gas is spraying everywhere. Just one little spark would have put her up like backdraft. It's
right, for real.
But the people, I had so many emails on this. And folks, I'm telling you, you got to see this video. Go to mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com when you get a chance. And just click on girl drops nozzle pump while girl drops gas pump nozzle while filling tank. Find that. It's right in the middle of our website, mjmorningshow.com, and you got to take a look. But the people that were contacting me, and I had dozens of emails to look for the red pump shutoff button. And do they have it? I know I've seen them, it seems, on the building. Like when you walk in the front door of the convenience store or the gas station, I think I've seen the big red. It's almost like a comical red button like you'd see like on a game show or something, or in a cartoon, like the big red button. And it's like emergency pump shutoff. I know I've seen that.
Right.
I forgot to mention that on yesterday's program. But nevertheless, it is unbelievable. You got to see this video. Go to mjmorningshow.com and check it out. All right, there is another video that is unbelievable. This is also on mjmorningshow.com. I don't know what kind of depraved monster would do this. Froggy, come on back over to mic 3. Come on back over to Fester's microphone.
Come on back.
So you can see this. Did you see this maniac teenager in Texas that ran over a guy in a wheelchair?
What?
All right, this is unbelievable. You've got to see this video.
Oh.
This happened in Austin, Texas, and a 17-year-old kid by the name of Pablo Antonio Avila Benagas. Pablo Antonio Avila Benagas.
He's not short on syllables.
17 years old, was booked into the Travis County, Texas jail. This is in Austin, Texas area. He is in the parking lot of an establishment. He's in the parking lot of some type of shopping center. And stop the video right there. Right. So the guy in the wheelchair, he's in a motorized wheelchair. He's wearing a red shirt. And he's driving across the parking lot, and you can see a camera is aimed out across the parking lot. You can see the main road and businesses across the way. Guy in the wheelchair, a motorized wheelchair, is rolling into the parking lot, and this white pickup truck is driving too fast. The guy in the wheelchair gives him the slow down. You know when you take your hand and you do instead of raise the roof, raise the roof, you do the opposite. Lower the roof.
You push down.
Push it down. So the guy in the wheelchair is giving him the push down thing. This is insane. Watch this. So the guy is rolling through the middle of the parking lot. Oh, no. Here comes the truck driving fast. Now comes the hand with the, hey, slow it down a little bit. See that? The guy runs over.
Oh, this is awful.
He runs over the guy with the wheelchair. The wheelchair busts into like 10 pieces. He pushes the wheelchair
Fire truck there in like 2 seconds.
Well, hang on a minute.
This is horrific.
I'm about to bring that up.
All right, let's see this again.
All right, so watch this. Look what happens here. So here's the wheelchair. Folks, the video is up. I'm going to caution you. It's tough to watch.
Yeah, I'm not watching it again.
No, look, Roxanne, look.
No.
The video is up on our website. If you want to, I'm just trying to demonstrate what kind of a depraved psycho. This kid is 17 years old that did this. But watch what happens here, Froggy. So you were focused on the wheelchair. Look at the timing here. The guy runs over the guy in the wheelchair. The wheelchair is busted into all kinds of pieces. He pushes a chunk of the wheelchair out into the road because it's stuck in front of the truck. The guy is knocked on the ground out of the wheelchair. The guy's run over. Last I saw, the guy's still alive. He had some serious injuries, but the guy's still alive.
That guy lived?
Yes. But
there's a fire truck right there.
Look, exactly.
Oh my
so look out on the road, and a fire truck is going by literally as the white pickup truck. Looks like I don't know, is that a Chevy Silverado or something? So as the pickup truck is running over the guy in a wheelchair, there is a red fire truck. They witnessed the whole thing. So immediately, fire and rescue was on the scene immediately to attend to this guy.
What's the car and truck club he's a member of?
Well, guess they were easily able to find this guy.
I mean, can you have a bigger identifier on your window?
So on the back of the pickup truck window, it's some kind of a. Can you read it?
Oh yeah.
It's It's something.
Clave Plevada.
Clave Pravada or something. But this like this whole truck club, a whole logo on the back of this truck. But I'm telling you, right? That is the most. It's horrific.
Wow.
It is.
It's yeah.
I can't believe that guy lived.
Anyway,
he went right over him.
Pablo Antonio Avila Benagas. So he's 17 years old. 17 years old, was booked into the Travis County Jail on Friday of charges that include failure to stop and render aid, injury to a disabled person, and unlawful possession of a firearm. So I guess they found a gun in his vehicle at 17 years old, which I guess he wasn't allowed to have. Maybe it was a handgun. Got to be 21 to have that. But I don't see where he was charged with like attempted murder. I mean, this guy ought to be charged with attempted freaking murder here.
I mean, he turned into the guy. Obviously.
What do you mean? It was deliberate. He aimed right at him and was angry that the guy gave him the slow down motion in the parking lot. Caught on video. A fire truck was driving by at the exact time that it happened.
Wow, that's bad timing in so many ways.
What the hell is wrong with people? Anyway,
was he on drugs or something?
I don't know. I don't. That's all. That's the only information we have up until now on that story. But he ought to be hit with attempted murder charges as well, because that is incredibly awful. Anyway, 2 videos: the gas girl out of control, and then this wheelchair thing. Both of them are up at mjmorningshow.com. mjmorningshow.com. Just scroll down under recent, and you'll see the tiles. You'll see the little thumbnails for both of these stories. mjmorningshow.com. That's mjmorningshow.com. And it is just absolutely, one is hysterical, and you're saying, how could this woman spray gas? The other one is like, what kind of human being would deliberately run over a guy, a helpless dude, in a wheelchair? Got to be kidding me. All right, a couple of things on the health side. Cutting out dinner and eating only during daylight hours during daytime could lead to better mental health. So what, if I have dinner, if I eat late at night, what, I'm mentally unstable over here? What's going on?
Was that like some sort of fasting? Right?
What am I, a mental kid? No, it's not. It's
well, he's talking about the intermittent.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God, it's another one. Go ahead and say that word. Go ahead.
I get stuck on this intermittent.
Oh, my God. Hey, Andrew, we got a new ISO.
Yeah, yep. Okay. You know what I'm talking about.
It's intermittent fasting.
Intermittent.
All right, say it again. What is it called?
Intermittent fasting.
No, there's no mint. There's no mint. That's either a nice candy, or it's that Ryan guy that's selling that cellular crap on TV.
Okay, well, I don't do it, so I don't need to say it.
Can you do me a favor? Can you say intermittent apocalypse? I want you to say that, because Roxanne can't say apocalypse either.
MJ, who was the one who an hour ago said, I hate people who say real terms?
Said what?
She was complaining a whole segment about how she hates people who say realtor.
All right.
And she says intermittent.
Do me a favor. I want you to say, back to back, I want you to say intermittent apocalypse. Go ahead.
I mean, that would be ridiculous because
say it. Go.
The apocalypse
No.
would be ongoing.
No, I want you to say intermittent apocalypse.
Intermittent apocalypse.
Go ahead.
Oh, have you tried that new diet? It's called the intermittent apocalypse.
Roxanne, are you okay? You having a stroke?
You can't say intermittent and you can't say apocalypse.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Say it again. One more time. Go ahead.
Okay,
say it again. Go.
I'm really going to try this time.
Go.
Well, everyone be careful because the apocalypse is intermittent.
What? I don't know what that meant, but I think you said them right.
No, there's still she put a P in the middle of apocalypse. It's not apocalypse. It's apocalypse. Intermittent apocalypse. Anyway, cutting out dinner, according to researchers from Brigham and Women's Hospital. That's a pretty serious institution. They say their study adds to the growing research suggesting that having food shortly before bed is bad for the brain. I know. I like to have a full dish of lasagna. Right, like 4 minutes before hitting the sack.
Starving.
I want to, you know what? I want to go to like the Golden Corral buffet.
The chocolate fountain.
4 minutes before bedtime. I want to go to the Golden Corral apocalyptic buffet.
Sounds delicious, actually.
So heads up. Yeah, it's the last dinner. Heads up, ladies and gentlemen, that symptoms of depression and anxiety rise by 26 and 16% respectively after nighttime meals, according to the data. So cut out dinner, eat only during the daytime, and help your mental health so you don't have an intermittent apocalypse.
Do you ever get the idea that people are just like there's a big agenda or push just to get us not to eat anymore? It's like, do the intermittent. It's intermittent. Don't eat dinner. Don't eat meat. Everything is don't eat. That's the message.
Gotta eat, though.
And then what about this? Teens who get more exercise are also more likely to vape? How is that possible? According to new research from the University of Georgia, and that's like Georgia, the state right above us in Florida, high school students who work out 4 to 5 days a week were 23% more likely to use electronic vaping devices.
Yeah, that's counterintuitive is what that is.
Than their sedentary peers. So you've got their friends in high school who don't work out, don't exercise, sitting around just playing video games all day long. They're less likely to vape than the more active, healthier workout types. Does that make any sense whatsoever?
Well, it's hard to game and vape, number one. I can't imagine it's easy to work out and
You
vape.
could rig up like one of those harmonica deals. You know when a musician plays the guitar and then they have the harmonica thing?
Like Bob Dylan?
Yeah, I wonder if anyone's done that. Has anyone hooked up like one of those harmonica holders that
Just
musicians...
have 5 vapes on them.
And then you've got vaping devices on a harmonica holder.
That would be amazing.
Oh, my God. I hope I didn't give anyone an idea over here. So we got to look that up. Well, Roxanne's Googling it right now.
Yeah.
Harmonica holder vape. Anyway, take that research for whatever the heck it's worth. All right. Unbelievable. Hey, if you missed this earlier, folks, guess who this is?
I love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got it, wanting it so bad, about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can even lie about it, baby, just alleviate your clothes. I just cut off at the end. I just was like, what am I doing right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Roxanne. So earlier in hour number 1, we were talking about Tupac Shakur, the deceased rapper. And the reason why we're talking about Tupac Shakur is because there was a woman down in South Florida in Hialeah. A woman whose name is Tupac Shakur was arrested for bashing a guy over the head with a baseball bat as he sat on a bench outside of a hospital. And it turns out the assailant, this homeless assailant, her name is Tupac Shakur. So we got into a whole discussion, East Coast, West Coast. We were trying to figure out which one was Biggie, which one was Tupac, who got shot in Vegas, who got shot in L.A., and who got shot outside the recording studio in New York City, blah, blah, blah. And then Roxanne starts rapping Tupac.
I love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got it, wanting it so bad, about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can even lie about it, baby, just to alleviate your clothes. That's why I don't rap, but I do have to tell you, at least I bleeped out the bad word. I bleeped myself.
Yeah, you did.
While I was singing.
You self-edited yourself with the little you did the dropout thing.
Mm-hmm.
You did a live dropout.
I did.
So I'm going to be able to add that Roxanne rapping to the list of Roxanne. We call them ISOs, as in an isolated audio bite. So this is the sound wall of Roxanne audio clips or ISOs that we have collected so far.
I prefer meth.
Whatever that was.
My kids ate so much candy on Sunday, they were shaking.
It's Mom of the Year over here.
I know the way.
Oh, no, take that off. All right, get it. That's Roxanne's daughter. Please burn that.
Hey, we did get a message today. When is DJ Yuckface coming back?
Oh, Froggy's?
He's been banned.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Hang on.
I want to smell it.
There's Roxanne.
I want to smell it.
What else?
I didn't take my clothes off.
And?
I like it rough.
And?
It's fun. I like pain.
And?
Fast little fingers.
And?
What?
I want to pee my pants. I want to pee my pants. I want to pee my pants. I want to pee my pants.
And of
when I
course,
listened to this, I feel like I was having an out-of-body experience when I said all these things.
The newest edition.
I love the way you activate your hips and put your ass out. Got it, wanting it so bad, about to pass out. Want to dig you, and I can even lie about it, baby, just to alleviate your clothes.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
That's a really great song.
The latest, you didn't make it sound that good.
I know.
No justice.
Yeah. All right, a couple of things on the celebrity front. There's like a rumor going around, and there's a controversy or a scandal. People think that Meghan Markle was wearing a microphone under her dress to the Queen's memorial.
Well, I mean, that would make sense because they need content for their show, right?
I don't know. It looks like just a buckle in the fabric. It doesn't look like a microphone. But critics went wild, and they're speculating that Meghan Markle was secretly mic'd up with a microphone under her dress while she was greeting mourners at Windsor Castle on Saturday after Queen Elizabeth II's death. But sources are being told that is baseless. Here is somebody commented, somebody from the royal family or some insider source said to Page 6, this is insane and actually damaging to her. Of course she was not wearing a mic. And it came after Twitter users spotted this mysterious square-shaped crease in her dress as she was walking beside Prince Harry, Prince William, and Kate Middleton to view the tributes left for the late Queen. Several people posted theories on why Markle might be wearing a mic pack, with some suggesting that she could be gathering material for the Netflix docuseries. Somebody wrote, Marilyn 007 wrote, I can't believe she's recording this. She is just a vile and toxic woman. I hope King Charles has Harry or has told Harry she is not to come to the funeral. One person pointed out the shape and tweeted, I can't believe she's recording this as well, blah, blah, blah. Another shared the same photo, added, is Meghan Markle wearing a mic to use the Queen's death for Netflix?
Oh, come on.
I saw the photo. There is no indication that she would be wearing a microphone. Not to mention, you'd be getting the rustling of the fabric. Like if I put like my shirt next to my microphone, you hear all that?
Yeah.
I'll miss you, Mama.
Yeah, that's just it. You'd hear the rustling, and it would also move behind the fabric. It might be muffled.
No. They had the technology that you could have it there, and it would be just fine.
Okay.
Yes, she has a microphone in her pants right now.
Who has a microphone in her pants?
Roxanne, right? Don't you know that?
Roxanne.
I was carrying a microphone.
Can you
in my
talk
pants.
through your pants right now, please?
Yes.
Can you do the rest of the show through your pants?
Gosh, leave Megan alone.
Well, hey, guess what? Another wrote on Twitter, leave Harry and Meghan alone.
I don't care about Harry. You can do anything you want to him. Leave Megan alone.
Yeah, it's like the Britney Spears deal.
Leave Britney alone.
alone.
Leave Megan alone.
Poor Megan.
All right, and then the latest on Gisele Bündchen, and I saw that Gisele has now landed in New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, is she doing some fashion show thing or?
It's Fashion Week.
Well, she's been giving up the last, all of her 30s, her decade of being 30 to take care of Tom's family. Tom's family.
You told us on Monday. You told us that she had tweeted on Sunday night because the Bucks played the Cowboys Sunday Night Football. You told us that she had tweeted, "Go
Yes.
Bucks" or "Good luck," something like that, right?
Yeah, she did. She put a social media message out there wishing the team well.
All right, some of the latest things here. Amid whatever the hell is going on with Gisele Bündchen and Tom Brady, the house is still under construction. Reports are that the work crews are still showing up every day down in that with the billionaire bunker, whatever they call it, that island down in Miami, that their house is still being built. They bought a $17 million dirt lot, and they're building a massive new house. And apparently construction goes on. But listen, even if they're splitting or if there's trouble in the relationship, you're not going to stop the house, right?
No.
One of them is going to end up living there.
Well, they're going to build it and they're going to try to sell it for more. I mean, if they're not staying together.
Oh, who's saying that?
I'm not saying that. I'm just speculating.
Oh, hang on. Let me bring you the rest here. So Gisele Bündchen was somewhat conflicted. In latest Tom Brady interview, she said, "I've done my part." So the 13-year marriage, according to page 6, 13-year marriage, they're the ones that actually, I think, originally said that they were apart and that Gisele Bündchen had gone to Cancun, leaving Tom here in Florida.
I'm going to Carlos and Charles.
And then we heard that she was down in Miami, and now she's in New York. She seems to be everywhere but where Tom is, Gisele Bündchen. So Tom Brady's 13-year marriage to Gisele Bündchen is said to be rocky over his decision to unretire, come back to the NFL, back to the Bucks. But as she expressed in a recent brand new interview, while seeing her family chase their dreams makes her happy, she's looking ahead to her future plans as well. And a recent conversation that she had with Elle magazine, Bündchen spoke about supporting her family over the years. So I guess the interview took place prior to the initial report from page 6 of a potential, spat between the two. But she said previously, "I've done my part, which is to be there for Tom. I moved to Boston and I focused on creating a cocoon and a loving environment for my children to grow up in and to be there supporting him and his dreams," said Gisele Bündchen.
Jeez, harboring any anger?
Right. I believe that interview was done this summer sometime. So before football, he was absent from training camp.
Right. That was earlier, but it sounds like just reading into that, it sounds a little, I don't know, standoffish maybe?
Do you understand? I had to move to Boston.
And then she had to move to Tampa. And I'm going to tell you right now.
And then Tampa, please.
I'm guessing she hates Tampa Bay.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's not cosmopolitan enough. It's not South Beach. It's not the runways of New York and Paris and Milan.
We have runways somewhere, right?
Yeah.
TPA.
Yeah, we got runway 1 left and 1 right and 9 left and right and whatever the east-west runway is.
I've heard just...
we got the PIE. We got the St. Pete Clearwater Airport runways as well.
Here.
You can stop.
Oh, and Albert Whitted.
Yep.
Please stop.
And
I'm begging.
And O'Knight, right? Whatever the hell.
I wish I never said
And we got MacDill, exactly. Peter O'Knight.
I hate you.
What were you saying?
I don't know.
I'm not talking to you now, Froggy. All right, back over to Roxanne.
I have heard rumblings, even beyond what I read online, that their marital problems are for real.
You've heard rumblings from Derek Jeter and his wife?
No, they don't even. They don't even.
Oh my God, you were quick to jump and say no.
Because I want to clarify.
Okay,
no,
all right,
absolutely not.
right.
That's not my source.
Okay, but you have sources that are telling you that
a local source.
A local source is telling you that their marital problems are real.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't know that divorce is imminent, but everybody goes through problems, and they seem to be.
But Gisele also said that she also would like Tom to be more present. That was also in the new Elle magazine interview. She said, "I want Tom to be more present."
Give her more presents.
And now the latest is that she's now landed in New York. So Tom Brady here in Florida with the kids, and now Gisele Bündchen's in town for some kind of modeling work up in New York.
My goodness.
So
Is it really that big of a deal?
Something's going on there, folks. All right, when we get back, I want to talk about the inflation issue. You saw that we had terrible inflation numbers yesterday, and everything's just costing us more. So, I want to just kind of go over just some of the numbers of just everyday things. Gas might be dropping, but nothing else is. So maybe we'll take some phone calls on people and, what they're paying for everyday items and what they had previously paid for something. You know what else is a massive problem here in the Tampa Bay area, especially rent. Rent is going through the roof. It is crazy. I hear all the time about people where their leases are renewing and they're getting just totally jacked up on their rent. All right, so hold on. We'll get into that. And another story of a lot of money being accidentally deposited in a bank account. Oh, my God. Would you please? And have you heard about the pre-stained shirts you can order? Would you want a pre-stained shirt?
Heck yeah.
All right, hold on a minute. That and a whole lot more next. Don't move. We're loaded in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Got a bunch of... With Froggy and Roxanne. Fester back early next week. And Roxanne was just saying that she's all depressed, that, she doesn't want to check her stock portfolio, your investments on days like where the stock market gets murdered. Listen, so many people are in 401ks and IRAs. So many people are in employer plans, and hopefully your employer is still matching. Because a lot of employers stop matching your 401k. But Roxanne, she just rolled around to my side of the counter here in the studio, and she said, hey, when I get completely depressed by looking at my online brokerage statements when the market gets hammered like yesterday, hey, Dow Jones Industrial Average was down like 1,276 points yesterday. The NASDAQ was down like close to 500. S&P was down, I think, like near 150 or something. It was just a nasty, nasty day on Wall Street. So Roxanne says, yeah, when I'm all depressed because of my realization of the drop in my investments, Roxanne rolls around to me and shows me her laptop. And she's on one of those bogus celebrity net worth websites. And which one is that?
This one is networthpost.org. That sounds official,
and
right?
They have your net worth as $12 million.
Picture of me. And then it says $12 million bucks. So you know what? I'm just going to live like that. I'm going to ignore my statements from my investment brokerage firm.
So you're going to go out and spend like you're worth $12 million.
I'm just going to live like that because that feels better than looking what my real net worth is.
Well, a lot of people, they take that stuff to the bank, figuratively and literally.
Everything is true on the internet.
But of course it's not. And it's amazing that I'll see stories where they'll quote some of these websites like Celebrity Net Worth or whatever the hell this one is. There are multiple out there. And legitimate news sources sometimes will quote these websites when they cite what a celebrity is worth. And Roxanne, let me ask you right now, are you worth $12 million?
Yes.
Too high. Yeah. I wish.
I one time looked up Michael Kuzmano's celebrity worth, and it was some male ballerina from like the 60s named Michael Kuzmano.
Are you serious?
And he's some famous ballerina.
Right.
Like, great.
So you're saying Roxanne's net worth at $12 million, according to some website.
Too high.
Too high.
$1 million?
Too high.
What the hell is it? Which one is it?
Oh my goodness.
How about we have one that says none of your business.
Yeah.
None of your freaking business. So, all right, we got a couple of cleanup items to do here. I got to talk about the bank error. We got a lot to do. First of all, you're still getting texts on the smoke show?
Oh yeah,
God.
It won't stop. It won't stop. If we had 6 or 7 to begin with, now we have 27. So someone who's never hit me up before is like, I just want to say that I love Roxanne, but I'm really irritated with her right now. Because
Listen to this. Roxanne told me this during the break. Froggy, you were out of the room. Listen to what this texter said and see if you agree with me. I kind of put this whole story together on what actually happened. Go.
So she said, I'm trying to find it to read it verbatim, but she said, my husband was on the phone and I heard you guys talking and he won't tell me what it is. And she was mostly, sounds like her husband's withholding information, but she's mad at me.
How can you not put it together?
Hold on. She's mad at Roxanne. Why, Roxanne? Because you said,
and folks, if you don't know what a smoke show is, and I was like, we all do.
That was a good impression.
we had a caller earlier. We were talking about embarrassing texts, and a caller had talked about this woman, a friend of her girlfriend, whatever the story was, showed up at a party, and this guy was saying, oh, yeah, she was a total smoke show. And I try to explain to listeners, if you don't know what a smoke show is, and then Froggy and Roxanne jump down my throat, and they're like, everyone knows what a smoke show is. And then Roxanne starts getting flooded with texts saying, I don't know what a smoke show is. Oh, I never heard that term. What is a smoke show? So I go on to explain that a smoke show, after you guys try to chastise me, and you guys try to
make you feel like you're not cool,
like gaslight me or something over here, and I'm explaining what it is, what a smoke show is, and it's a very attractive woman. Oh, she's smoking. She's on fire, man. She is attractive. She's a smoke show. That's what it means. So this woman texts Roxanne and give me the details again, and I'll tell you what I think happened.
Okay, I'm trying to find the text, and now I'm just saying it off the top of my head, but she said that she was in the car listening to us, and her husband was on the phone, and he wouldn't tell her what it was, or he was talking on the phone, and she really needs to know what it is, and so she was irritated with me.
For saying everyone knows what it means. All right, and let me tell you exactly what happened there. I think I'm going to be like a detective here and tell you what happened. The wife that texted you at 800-990-1047, our official call-in and text line here at Q105. I'm thinking about 104.7. So she texted because you said everyone knows what a smoke show is, and I didn't think everyone knew. Here's what happened. Her husband was on the phone probably talking to one of his male friends and was discussing what a smoke show was,
or somebody that is.
That's what I'm saying. Is so the husband? Well, because you know what, I'm a little distracted here because Roxanne's not giving me the whole story. Hang on, because I'll tell you what happened. So this woman that texted us, the husband was talking to a friend. Oh yeah, total smoke show, and the wife asked her husband, what's a smoke show? And now I know what it was. She said in the text, the husband said what? What did the husband say in the text? Just try to remember basically.
He wouldn't tell her what it was.
Wouldn't tell her what a smoke show was, and didn't want the wife to know that he was talking about another woman being a smoke show. So when Roxanne and Froggy said, everyone knows what it is, angry at Roxanne for trying to thwart me because I was about to explain what a smoke show was, and that's what happened in this relationship.
Okay, listen, I just found the text. I think I have some clarity because we don't want these people to get divorced over this.
I just clarified it. I'm moving on. I just clarified it. What else do you want to add?
I found the text.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a smoke show was, and I got in an argument with my husband over it because he wasn't listening, playing on his phone because he's a guy. Come on. I love Roxanne, but I'm irritated with her.
That's what happened. Okay. He was talking to somebody and describing someone being a smoke show. The wife said, hey, what's a smoke show? And wouldn't tell her because it's a description for a hot woman, for a very attractive woman, total smoke show.
Oh, he's afraid to tell his wife that?
That's what happened here.
Meanie.
All right, we have another bank error story here, folks. Oh, my God. How many times do we have to talk about these stories? If a deposit is made in your account accidentally, inadvertently, if it's an error, whether it's a wrong account number, the bank makes a mistake, just because the money shows up in your account, you can't go on a spending spree like it's your money. You can't drive it like you stole it. You can't take the money and just spend it. So we've got a couple in Pennsylvania, Robert and Tiffany Williams. $120,000 was paid into their account by mistake. So what did they do? They went out and splurged on a whole bunch of cars, and they bought gifts for friends. They spent the $120, accidentally showed up in their bank account. So they're like, oh, wow, look at this. Hey, let's spend it all. What was it? Hey, let's spend it all before they figure out that we got $120,000 in our account that doesn't belong there.
I don't understand how you can even possibly come close to thinking that's a good idea.
They are going to find out. I guess we wouldn't know about it, but tell me a story where the bank never realized it. Come on. They always figure this out. Yeah, Andrew.
Can you just leave it there until they do figure it out? Maybe collect the interest?
So don't touch it? Well, the interest they pay is just ridiculously low these days, so I don't know.
MJ, do you remember when I was a young lad and I was probably around 23 and
a young lad,
and you decided to test me?
Oh, that's right.
And you put an extra like $10,000 in my check or something outrageous.
What, were you in charge of payroll then at the time?
No. He set it up with the lady. It was all set up.
Wow, that's
to test me to see if I would say,
yeah,
wait a minute, there's an extra $10,000.
So with payroll, right?
Yes. You set it up with the payroll.
Was that
lady.
Yolanda?
That was Yolanda, yes.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Whatever happened to Yolanda? Where's Yolanda, our former accounts payable woman over at Clear Channel? Where's Yolanda? Was great.
Yola was the best. I believe she started a business with her husband.
Really? Yolanda, Yolanda, get a hold of me. Yolanda, give me a text. You got my cell.
But you and Yolo were in cahoots.
Right. Yeah, so we had Froggy's check cut.
Because I was so poor.
With like Froggy's check was supposed to be like $520 like for the 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, it was.
This was early on.
Yes.
This is like before Froggy became like a full-time player.
Yeah, I was a producer back then.
Froggy was doing like some side work for us. Froggy's check for the 2 weeks was supposed to be like, seriously, like $500 and something bucks. We faked it and had a check cut for like $10,500 or something.
And I was like,
to see if Froggy would. And I think they had already stopped payment on that check. So if you tried to like cash it, it was going to bounce anyway. But it was a test. It was like, this is a test. This is only a test. Cha-ching! We wanted to see if Froggy would come to the accounting department and say, hey, guys, my check's only supposed to be like $500 and it's $10,500. Or if Froggy was going to just deposit the check. This was a bit. We staged the whole thing. And Froggy, I think you came clean.
I think you know what happened.
Yeah, all right, refresh my memory. But
it took me a day to think about it. And I said, I can't do this. I got to talk to Yolanda.
Were you dating Kim at the time, or was this pre-Kim?
This is pre-Kim.
Pre-Kim?
Let's not talk about that. Pre-Kim.
Why?
Old girlfriend.
Hold on.
Old girlfriend.
Hold on. Froggy just did old girlfriend, whistled and did a little cuckoo spinning finger. Who was
that?
That
Has nothing to do with it. Okay, let's not
so
talk
why
about
you why even bringing that up?
You asked
because
me.
you said who he was with.
You were with an old girlfriend at the time.
I think I might have been like 21 at this
Was it
time.
somebody that I knew?
Yeah, you knew that.
Who was
don't worry, it was somebody named Megan Sparkle.
No, it wasn't.
Now, okay, but listen.
Megan Sparkle. It's not a Megan Sparkle. Can you come up with a better fake name than Megan Sparkle?
Meghan Markle.
Yeah, Meghan Markle. So I went to Yolanda and I said, I think there's a mistake on my check. I hope it's not a mistake, but I think it's a mistake.
So you left it open.
And she goes, oh my goodness. She's like, I'm so happy you're here. She was like so happy that I came to her because she was scared I was going to steal it. Everybody thought I was going to steal it.
And then she told you it was a test.
Yeah, and I go,
But when you're making that little money, you might not even look at your check, and you might just.
Oh, I look.
I've come up with some really like dastardly.
That was a real devious one.
I've come up with some devious, dastardly plans of trickery over the years.
And I passed.
And Froggy, yes. I don't know if you'd pass that today, but
today I would have took the money and run.
You passed with flying colors, absolutely. Look
that
at
was
that.
back when I was an honest man.
Yeah, not quite as much anymore. All right, so this couple, they get $120,000 accidentally deposited in their Pennsylvania bank account, and they just go spending. They go on a spending spree.
It's insane.
They're buying cars. They're buying off-road, quad
ATVs,
bikes, and ATV, whatever. Unbelievable.
I've always wanted a go-kart.
So by the time the mistake was discovered 3 weeks later, they had already spent $107,000 of the $120. All that was left was like $13,000.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
it was BB&T. So the staff from BB&T contacted Tiffany and said, "Hey, there's been a mistake. There's been a bank error," and Tiffany told them, "Oh yeah, we used the money to pay off bills." Yeah.
So they literally thought like it was their money. They had no indication.
So the bank and Tiffany, they agreed that they would work out a repayment plan, but then they stopped talking to the bank after 2 phone calls. Then what'd the bank do? The bank called the police. So the bank tried to work it out without the police first, and then they called the police. That is unbelievable. Before the cash was accidentally sent to them, it was supposed to be sent to Dimension Covington Investment Firm. Yeah, that's where it was supposed to be sent, apparently. And it was put in the wrong account, total mistake. Bank figured it out, and boom. Listen, here's the deal. They know all the money going in and out. So they're able to find the dollar amount, and then if there's a mistake and it didn't end up in the right account, they're able to trace where that exact dollar amount went, and it's going to point right at your account. You're not going to get away with it.
Nope.
And I would have gotten away with this if it weren't for you meddling kids. Zoink, Scoob!
It sounds like they thought did we win the lottery and we just don't know? Or like, what could they possibly have thought happened?
Yeah, the money was deposited back in May 31st. Anyway, it doesn't work. We're seeing these stories. We've talked about these for years. You get found out. Now, just out of curiosity, is anybody listening that can tell us a story where there was a big bank deposit error and they never found out? Can anyone give me one story about this? 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. I'm guessing the answer is nope.
I would see. It would seem to be an impossible crime to get away with.
I'm guessing. Oh, can I bring up one other thing? And I mentioned this earlier before I forget, before I move on to the inflation deal and us paying just a lot more for everything. I mentioned this earlier that Roxanne apparently is turning to me for beauty tips.
Okay, what kind of reverse world are we living in here? Because when I look at the two of you.
So, Roxanne, this is earlier today, and Froggy, you were out of the room. We had gone to commercial break, and you've got like Fred Flintstone feet. It's like, boom. You know.
I got ADD. I got to move.
Yeah. So, Froggy's out of the room, and Roxanne says to me, hey, I'm getting ready to have my hair done. Should I go with highlights or lowlights? I'm like, you're asking me what you should do with your...
No, that's not what you said.
What did I say?
Oh, let's be clear. You go, Roxanne, I don't care what you do with your appearance.
Okay.
Or something like,
jerk.
yeah, it was something like, I don't care how you dress yourself up or what you do to yourself. It was an I don't care. And guess what? I wasn't really even talking to you. I was talking to myself.
Oh! May I make
Just talking to myself.
Right.
Can I make a recommendation?
Yeah.
How about, you remember the show Kate Plus 8?
What about Kate Plus 8?
Remember her hair? I think she should bring that back.
Oh, that sort of like
the Karen.
It's sort of
It
like
is a Karen
but
hair.
it's like a Jennifer Aniston
Jennifer Aniston, are you drunk?
No, they're like elements of the Jennifer Aniston that Friends haircut deal. All right, so Roxanne, did I say it? Hold on, did I say it rudely to you?
No, you didn't say it in a mean, aggressive way.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
You said it in a kind of a snarky way. Like, if I was a neighbor and I was trying to borrow a cup of sugar and you're like, you ain't getting my cup of sugar and I'm not interested in any cup of sugar from you.
But Roxanne,
that's what it was about.
I don't, whatever you do with your hair, you do with your hair. I don't care whether you get high. First of all, I know what a highlight is. Isn't a highlight where you lighten areas to bring out enhancements, right? Yeah. But what's a low light?
A low light is if it just...
You darken it?
Darken. So anyways,
right.
I'm just talking out loud to myself and I'm like, I haven't had my hair highlighted for or I haven't done anything to my hair for like a year and a half, except cut it once in a while.
How about platinum
blonde?
blonde?
What about gray? You don't have to dye your hair yet?
I haven't put anything in my hair.
You don't have any gray yet?
No.
Well, good for you. So if I go picking through the roots...
Go pick away.
How about pink?
I can't believe this. Hold on a minute. The phones have lit up. Hey, Andrew... Is this all on the accidental bank? Really? 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 calls on hold for accidental bank deposit. All right, hang on a minute. I can't believe this. All right, MJ Morning Show. Let me grab Deborah in Hudson. Hey, Deborah, I asked the question, does anyone have a story about the bank putting money in the account accidentally and never finding out? Deborah, go ahead.
Well, they didn't find out. I had to call them. I had deposited my paycheck, which is a 12-digit bank account number.
Okay.
The next day I get up, check my balance.
I thought you were going to tell me their paycheck's a 12-digit paycheck.
I was going to say,
yeah.
oh my God.
That's whoa, man.
12 figures.
Hang on, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, the first 3 digits were 386 million, and then blah, 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 my whole account number.
Yeah.
So I had over $300 million in the bank for one day till I called them. And when I called the bank, the girl goes, just like that.
Really?
What?
I said, yes, I think there's an error. It looks like when I deposited my paycheck, you entered my account number as the dollar amount.
Oh, my God. That is insane. How long ago was that, Deborah?
It was about 10 years ago.
And what bank was it?
Bank of America.
Well, I would have just taken the money from them. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I got eventually, but I waited. And I go, well, nobody's calling me, so I'm just going to call them.
Yeah, but one day I don't know if I would have called. I would have waited to see. Listen, you can't keep the money. They're obviously going to figure out something like that. But I think I would have waited more than a day. I would have waited 6 months.
What? What?
I was tempted, but I knew that was a lot of money. I might do jail time for that kind of money unless I, flew to the Middle East or something, never to be found again.
Really, Deborah, thanks for listening. Thanks for the call.
You're welcome.
You bet. Hey, I asked the question and the phones lit up. I had no idea we'd get calls like this. Gary's in Tampa. Hey, Gary, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning, MJ. You know the individual in this case because his father worked at the radio station. I'm not going to say his name, but I'll text it to you.
Okay.
And about 10 years ago, before I became an attorney, he called me up one morning, had an extra $20,000 in his account. Actually, about 13 years ago.
Yep.
And there was a very viable reason because he was going through a divorce, had no idea, did it come from the bank? Could it be something his soon-to-be ex-wife did? So I had to move it in that same bank, but into a CD. They never came back. And actually the law, and it's not my area of expertise. I couldn't quote the time. But the law states there's a certain limit of time. If the bank doesn't catch it within a year, maybe it's 3 years, then it's your money.
Wow.
I don't know what that statute is.
What?
So the bank accidentally deposited $10,000 and they never found out.
20. He moved it into a CD.
I'm sorry, 20.
And they never came back. I forgot about it. I called him up one day and I said, hey, whatever happened to that money? He goes, they never came back. I finally spent it.
Oh, my God. Wow. Do you remember what bank it was?
BOA, Bank of America.
It was Bank of America as well. Oh, my God.
It's outrageous.
Yeah, I'm going to go open a small account there now that I'm hearing the show.
Wow.
I mean, who knows?
And Gary, you're saying, wait a minute, you're telling me that it's somebody that used to work with me at the radio station? I know who it is?
Yeah, look at your phone.
Hold on. I know who this is. This is Gary. I've known Gary for years. Gary, I do not. Oh, here it is. Oh, wow. Really?
Don't say the name.
I won't.
So you can verify this.
Oh, no, I won't say the name, but it's a pretty well-known person that I know in radio. Wow. That's amazing. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you phoning in.
Sure thing, buddy.
All right.
What? Do we know him?
Yeah. Yes. He was tied to the mystery safe. Do you remember the mystery safe?
Who are you just talking to?
The guy that owned the mystery safe.
I know him.
Yes, that's what I'm talking. That was the guy that owned the mystery safe.
Mystery safe.
And
that was empty?
Exactly. We had the mystery safe.
Oh, yeah,
Mystery safe. Yeah, that was Gary who came across this massive safe that we brought it into the radio station.
The biggest
do you remember that the safe was dragged in and it was so heavy it ruined all the carpet in the sales area over at iHeart Clear Channel on Gandy.
It dragged all the carpet.
The safe was so heavy. It was a giant floor safe, and we dragged it into the radio station. And it was I think Fester was in charge of this project. And they dragged the safe in from the sales entrance on Gandy. and it totally scarred and ruined the carpet.
And it took forever to get into.
The carpet had to be replaced. And then we had to hire a locksmith. We had to hire a safe cracking expert. And they broke into the safe. We're like, what is in the safe? And
This is going to be amazing.
We did this whole bit. It was the MJ Morning Show mystery safe.
We're like, there's got to be gold in it, right? Look how old it is.
Mystery safe. It was an old safe. It was like this black old safe from like 1906 or something.
We're thinking there's going to be like $1 million.
There was nothing in there.
Absolutely nothing.
There wasn't even belly button lint in the damn thing. All right, look at the phones. I was going to do something else, but I'm back to phones here. Let me grab David in Zephyr Hills. We're talking about banks making mistakes and putting money in your account accidentally. David in Z Hills, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hey, good morning. You know, I used to work for an ACH department for Washington Mutual, and it was my job to actually return money back to the government when the government over-deposited on deceased account holders.
Oh, wow.
So basically, someone dies, they are still depositing money because they are a civil service or what have you, and then the joint account holder would oftentimes try to transfer that out, hide it, or spend the money. So my story is I asked one of the civil service agents what was their worst case, and they had been overpaying a woman for 20 years, and it amounted to almost $500,000 before they found out. And when they did find out, they never tried to reclaim the money because the woman was like 80 years old at that point.
My God,
That's the way to do
crazy
it.
stuff. Whatever happened to Washington Mutual? What did they become?
I think Chase bought him out, and they ended up going away.
Gotcha. Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate the call. Let me grab a few more here. I never thought the phones would explode like this. Rodney's in Newport Richie. Hey, Rodney, you're on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Hi.
I do. I want to leave my business out of this, but because I still own it. But Bank of America, once again, they deposited $56,000 into my business account. I picked up on it right away. I want to leave somebody's name out of it that told me what to do with it. I rolled it into another account like that attorney told you, and it was 1 year. They have 1 year to pick up on a mistake. If they do not pick up on a mistake, and I don't know the law off the top of my head, the number there, or what it actually falls under, the money is yours. The bank has to chew it. And they never found it. And I got $56,000 out of the deal.
Again, that was Bank of America again?
Yep, Bank of America. I actually changed banks after that. I went to another bank because they literally took money out of my account, and it wasn't a big sum, and they deposited it into another person's account that had a similar business name to mine, and I picked up on it right away, and they corrected it, but they never picked up on that $56,000 that got deposited into my account that somebody never picked up on. And here to find out it was an inheritance. There's another guy running around with the same last name I have. The only difference is my name ends in a Y. His name ended in an I. But we had a bank account, both at the same banks, and they just somehow got it screwed up and deposited into my account.
That is incredible, buddy. Thanks, Roddy. Thanks for the call. Look at the phones. I can't believe this.
I can't believe you can get away with this.
Desiree in Spring Hill. I'm going to go a little late here because this is crazy. Desiree, Spring Hill, you're on the MJ Morning Show.
Good morning.
What happened?
Mine wasn't a bank. Mine was like Froggy's. It was a payroll issue. And I was working at a facility, and there was a change in the payroll code because I went from one position to another.
Yep.
So when I got my first paycheck from them, there was like 70 hours of overtime on there that I had not worked. I was scared to death, but being a single parent, I deposited the check. I sat on the money for about 3 months, and they never questioned it, never asked.
Wow. How much extra money was it?
It was a few $1,000s.
Well, again, it's a little dishonest, Desiree.
Listen, times are tough.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. They write this stuff off, and the thing of it is, MJ...
It's a write-off.
Had a way to justify it.
What was that Seinfeld Kramer? It's a write-off, Jerry.
It's a write-off.
It was a medical facility, and these people are making money hand over fist.
There you
So do I
go.
feel bad about it? No.
They don't miss it.
Thanks. Appreciate it, Desiree. All right, let me grab Simone in Wesley Chapel. You're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Good morning. I don't know about you, but I'm going to Bank of America and open an account this morning.
Yeah, right. This is an advertisement.
He's going to Bank of America.
For real.
Just sit around, wait for them to accidentally deposit $56,000.
That's my hope.
Go ahead.
For free. So this is an international one. It happened in Italy. I'm originally from there. And somebody deposited the equivalent of $350,000 in a bank account of a friend of mine.
Why?
So he immediately went to the bank. He cashed everything, closed the account, and a week after, the police knocked on his door. So I think they tracked just about everything.
Yeah, they found that. Hey, Simone, thanks for listening.
Simone, è stato un vero piacere.
What part of Italy are you from, Simone? Which part?
Sicily.
From Sicily. You know, I've been all over Italy. I have not been to Sicily, and it's on my list. I got to get to Sicily. Thanks, Simone. All right, last one. Gene is in St. Pete. If you're just tuning in, we're just talking about the bank accidentally depositing money in your account. I had a story about a couple up in Pennsylvania at what bank? What BB&T, and they deposited $120,000 in their account accidentally. The bank contacted them about the error. They had already spent most of the money buying cars and off-road ATVs and stuff. All right, last call. We're asking, has anyone ever had one of these mistakes? And the bank never found it. Gene is in St. Pete. Hi, Gene. Last call. Go ahead.
Hi, Gene.
Good morning. Good morning. Love you guys.
All right, hi, Gene. Great. That's good. Hi, yeah, Froggy's cracking himself up. All right, Gene, go ahead.
Tell them since COVID, it's been low, Gene.
Low, yeah. All right, Gene, go ahead.
Okay, anyway, the government, the stimulus check. I got my ex-husband and his wife $2,800 deposited into my account. I called the government. I said, listen, you deposited in the wrong checking account. I'm his ex-wife. And they said, okay, go here. I go there. That's wrong. Call them again. Call them 3 times. Nobody knows how to take it out of my checking account. Call the bank. They said, there's nothing we can do about it. I said, look, I don't want to be arrested. It's my ex-husband. I don't want him coming after me. I said, something is wrong. So finally, the second time I called the bank, I said, I refuse the money, send it back. But nobody knew how to take the money back.
All right, so did the money ever get taken back, or you still have it?
Oh, no. I told him to take it out of my account. I didn't want any trouble with my ex-husband. I never want to see him again.
So the bank just took it out, and what did they do with it?
I have no idea, and I don't care.
Probably at a party. All right, thanks for the call. Thanks, Gene. Man, look at the phone calls on this thing. I had no idea we'd get. I could keep going here, but I got to take a break. I'm running late here. All right, when we get back, final chunk of the show. I brought up like inflation. I brought up the prices going through the roof, and we had bad inflation numbers yesterday, and people just know it. I mean, it's sure gas is coming down, but everything else is not. All right, hold on. I got some celebrity stuff. I got more Kim Kardashian stuff. What else? Oh, I'm going to look at my pile. We got a long loaded segment next. Don't move. Final of the day in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. At the MJ broadcast, I can't. I'm still like, I can't believe the number of phone calls we got on the bank error.
No, it's weird. You never know what you're going to hit on.
Crazy.
Yeah, and the number of texts too, but I just didn't feel like reading them because I'm not in accounting for a reason.
There you go.
So the whole inflation issue, I'll get to that here in just a second. Roxanne, I asked you to kind of dive into what is the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, what is the body shaming deal? Are Britney and Christina, they're going at it? What the hell happened?
Okay, this is what happened. We started this story yesterday when we spoke about what Britney said regarding her backup dancers.
Oh, so Britney said that she wanted to hire a bunch of tiny dancers.
She said,
and that, which is kind of coincidental because she just redid the Elton John song, the "Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer," and
she was talking about how she felt self-conscious on stage throughout her career, and led her to make unhealthy comparisons. So she says, quote, "I wish I could have chosen my dancers. I mean, if I had Christina Aguilera's dancers, I would have looked extremely small. I mean, why not talk about it? Do you think my confidence would have been better? Blah, blah, blah. If I could choose where I lived, ate, whom I called on the phone,
right,
dated, and who I was on stage with me." So people have taken this one little line that she's spoken about. If she had Christina Aguilera's dancers, she would have looked small.
Right.
Now, and I haven't, seen the comparison.
So she essentially, Britney was saying that Christina Aguilera's dancers are big dancers?
Right. So she's basically saying, people who are like retweeting this, they're attributing it to Rodney Dangerfield, quote, "I found there was only one way to look thin, hang out with fat people."
Oh, wow.
Okay.
We're going back to Rodney Dangerfield.
I'll tell you, there's one way I found out how to look thin, and that's to hang out with a bunch of fat people, I tell you.
I get no respect.
I get no respect. Hang on, I'm touching my tie up here.
I was touching my tie.
I'm going to do the triple Lindy, I tell you. I got the regular guy look over here. A bowling shirt.
Rest in peace, Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah, he died like 20 years ago.
By the way, you want to hear something interesting? Rodney Dangerfield. So Rodney Dangerfield walks into a doctor's office all disheveled, and he's like, "I'm running late. I tell you, I'm running late."
Is this a joke?
No,
Okay.
no, this is a true story.
Okay.
This is New York, like late 70s, early 80s. And it was, I don't want to say which relative, but a relative of mine was going to a psychiatrist. A relative of mine was going and receiving psychotherapy for something. And Rodney Dangerfield apparently was a client of the psychiatrist as well. And Rodney Dangerfield walked in, and I guess, the way the doctor's offices, like the psychiatrists work, they have like 2 waiting rooms or something, or that you never have like patients that are supposed
so you don't
to
overlap and see each other.
Yeah, you're not supposed to run into. And then Rodney walks in and busts in. He's like, "I tell you, I'm running late. What's going on?" So apparently Rodney Dangerfield was visiting a psychiatrist that one of my relatives was going to see in New York back in, it was like the late 70s or like early 80s.
That's hysterical.
Is when that happened. All right, inflation-wise, we got some lousy numbers yesterday. The stock market got nailed. What's going on now? So the market just opened up. And I bring this up because so many people are invested in your employer plans. You got your Fidelity 401k or your Vanguard, or what do we have here? We've got Vanguard, right?
Yes, we do.
But, you have all the 401ks. I mean, so many people, have 401ks and they're invested in funds tied to the stock market. And yesterday, it got nailed. Let me go to CNBC here. I'll tell you what's going on. The market's just opened up, 9 minutes ago. CNBC.com. And let's see. I didn't even look at futures. All right, markets are up slightly. So the Dow's up 48 points. Big whoop after 1,276 down yesterday.
Wallop.
And the S&P is down. S&P is up 7 points. Big whoop. And then the NASDAQ was just negative. NASDAQ just turned positive, up 3 points. Listen, you got the whole day to see what happens. But yesterday, hope you didn't look at your accounts yesterday to see how much you lost on paper, But listen, inflation is still raging. Gas prices are coming down, but that's about it. And if you look, let me bring up the numbers here, just a couple of things, because we're all affected by this. I'm going through, I took some snaps here from some articles I was reading. So in August, they were expecting inflation to go down 0.1% overall, and in fact, it went up 0.1%. And then the core inflation rate. Core inflation is everything except for like volatile fuel prices or food prices. And core inflation was up over half a point, up, and that's what just triggered and tripped the market. But gas prices are down like 10.6% from July into August, but everything else is up. Groceries, the food you bring home, up 13.5%. Rent is up 6.7%. We've heard the stories. We've heard people
getting killed.
People, I would hear stories, and I'm getting emails. I'm hearing from people. We've talked about it on the air. Someone paying like, $1,450 a month for an apartment, and then suddenly they get their renewal for their lease for their apartment, and they jack it up like $400. I mean, it's dramatic increases. We're hearing about rent increases, and the numbers show it. Electricity. Have you noticed your power bills are going up? Electricity up 15.8%. Health insurance up 24.3%.
Whoa.
But all you have to do is go to the supermarket, and you can see what's going on with prices. Look at eggs. Have you seen the crazy price of eggs? Eggs are up over the last year. Eggs are up like 40%.
Glad I'm allergic to those.
You're allergic to eggs?
Yeah, I found that out this year.
She has eczema.
I do. Yeah. Eggs brings on my eczema.
No, it does,
For
right?
real, it does.
I mean, that's crazy. Eggs, eczema. That's nuts. Well,
It's not nuts.
But eggs are used in so many things.
Right. I mean, it's just, but I used to eat like 2 eggs a day.
Oh, I
Now,
love an egg.
Are you not eating eggs now?
I don't eat. I mean, if they're in something, I obviously can't
And
avoid
has
it.
your eczema gone away?
Yeah. I used to have like red marks on my face, under my nose, and my above my eyebrows and stuff. But then I stopped
I
eating
thought
them.
that was just from all the blow you were doing.
Well,
oh my God, are you insane?
No, you know when I had it really bad.
I'm joking, Froggy.
Eggs are delicious.
What?
Eggs are delicious, by the way.
Okay.
I'm going to just pretend you didn't say
Yeah,
that.
I know. Please. No, I thought it was had to do with masks, because you may not have noticed it as much because it was when we were wearing masks all the time.
Oh, maybe.
Well, that's another good point. Anyway, maybe tomorrow we'll take some phone calls just on prices going through the roof and, what you realize and recognize in the real world. And now they're talking about there's a potential railroad strike, and that could jack up prices even more because you got, I think, like 30% of the freight in the country is done on rail or something to that effect. It's like a big number. So we might have another devastating blow as far as the supply chain goes if there's a rail strike, which is insane. All right, I'm looking, man. We have so much stuff I didn't get to today. Man, we had a good show today. I thought today was great.
It's fun.
Fun times,
Yeah, so thanks to everyone who participated. Thanks to everyone who listened. I highly appreciate it. Hey, before our final words today, a couple